It's past the vazul, baby.
Come on in.
Hey, what's going on?
Hello.
Yeah. Hey, did you notice anything about that intro video?
What?
I resized it.
Oh, okay.
I've been complaining about it for so long now that it's like the wrong size, that it doesn't actually fit the screen, and I couldn't figure out how to do it in the software that I had, but lo and behold, Ryan just starts doing this stuff and he found that that OpenShot program, and that is so freaking super easy to use. I'm blown away by it. Oh my god, it's way easier than the one I was using. I resized my intro video and it actually kind of fits the screen now, which is cool. So I still think the quality's a little garbage, but hey, it's all right. I can always do a new one later on. But anyhow, hey, look at this. Kyler Kenny says hello.
Kyler.
Hello, Kyler. Hope you're doing well. Yes. Hope you're doing better than Ryan. He apparently is ill, and he just took one of the most disgusting things on the planet, and that, of course, is a shot of Buckley's cough syrup, which is like liquid menthol that looks like, I don't know, can we say semen? I mean, it looks awful. It looks
potassium
awful.
bicarbonate, ammonium carbonate, menthol.
Oh, delicious.
Camphor.
Woo! That's like liquid Vicks vapor rub.
Camphor,
man.
Isn't that horse medicine?
Camphor?
Yeah.
No, I think I think that's a common ingredient in certain things. Usually things that have that mintiness to it. I think I've seen it in Vicks vapor rub and some of those other products, like, I don't know, Camphofenique or something like that. It's like, yeah. Oh, let's see here. Oh, well, doing all right and feeling better. Ryan, just think of good Nightmare on Elm Street movies. There you go. And that will help. Anyhow, so we got together tonight for a hangout. We missed one last week because I was away at a movie premiere. Decided to throw one out this week. Oh my god, did you just chase that with a beer? That sounds
it doesn't help.
Do you have any whiskey?
That was disgusting.
Okay. We got this.
Woo.
Well,
All
I
right.
got this.
Yeah, you got to push through it. That's it. That's
was
it,
last
buddy.
word.
You got it. Anyhow.
Oh, Ryan.
So I did steal this topic. This was a suggestion from our good friend Jim. So and I even stole his title. So it's called Color Me Dead. And I think it's a nice topic. It's basically movies that invoke color in some way. So the most obvious thing is color in a title. So black this, red that, green this. I also wanted to expand it into symbolism. So if you can think of a movie that incorporates color throughout the film, feel free to throw that out, because that is another interesting topic. And I like that idea because I'm not a very artsy minded person. And sometimes I appreciate color in a film, even though I don't know what it means. So you don't have to explain what it means if you don't want to. But if you feel so inclined, please do. Because I find that interesting, even though I never understand it.
Well, that opens things up for me a fair bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I thought we just had to go with color in the title.
Well, I mean, that's the easiest thing to do. But we've all seen a movie or two that have used color in a nice, artful way that we've enjoyed. And I thought, well, I may as well just open it up a little bit wider so that you have a chance to bring those things up. Because if I haven't seen it, I might want to go see it. And Jamie Hill says hi. Hello,
Hi, Jamie.
Good to see you. All right. So, I don't know if you just want to jump right into it, but we can totally do that. And since it's just the three of us, we could spend as much time on these things as we want. You know, y'all just let me know when you're tired, and we'll shut this thing down. You know what I mean?
When
There are
Ryan
like 20
collapses.
movies on this list.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So I will forego going first. I will defer to Nicole if you would like to toss out your first selection. That'd be awesome.
I would love to.
Fantastic.
I looked really hard for a shirt that had a movie on it with a color in the title. I did not have one. So I wore the most colorful one that I have, which is The Guest.
The Guest.
Yes.
Awesome.
It's very bright. Very bright. It's brighter than it looks on screen.
Oh, there, I can see that.
Dark. All right. My first choice is, of course, a Sadler movie.
Of course.
Of course.
Oh, Owen! Sorry, ladies, making pizza rolls.
It's
Well,
making
hey,
pizza rolls.
if there was ever an excuse that was worthwhile, that's it. Pizza rolls.
Absolutely.
Pizza rolls win. Okay.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go
No
ahead.
problem. And I just watched this tonight, like a half an hour ago. I rewatched it.
All
The
right.
Hills Run Red.
Ooh,
Not what I
never
thought you were
seen
going
it.
with. Okay.
You've never seen it, Ryan? Have you
I've
seen it?
not seen it.
Is that the one with the killers wear like a porcelain mask?
Yeah, Babyface.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
saw it when it first came out. Could not tell you a damn thing about it.
Okay. Okay.
Well, Sadler plays a bad guy, which I love.
Weird.
Yeah. Yes, love the awesome Kyler.
Kyler's with
somebody
you.
else. It's basically a story about this filmmaker who made this horribly gruesome, unwatchable film, 20, 30 years ago, and it all but disappeared. The cast and him were never heard from again. So this young film student decides to go on a search for the original film.
Okay.
And him and his friends go into the woods where it was made, and surprise, the killer is still alive.
Oh.
And it has a lot of twists and fun things in it and good scenes, and I would recommend it. It is underrated, Kyler, very underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Sadler as a villain is unprecedented. He's amazing.
How did you have to watch it?
I have a DVD.
Oh, okay.
It's available to rent on Amazon, I believe. But yeah, I have a hard copy.
Of course you do.
Hard copy of everything he has his own section in my DVD.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course. All clustered together. Now
Yes.
is it under the S's?
It's just the Sadler section. It's
Okay.
It's got the whole road to himself.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Sounds incredible. I love it.
Yeah. So watch it if you get a chance. It's pretty good.
Ryan, you've not seen it either?
Like I said, I saw it when it first came out. This is back. Like this movie's got to be what, 20 years old now?
2009. So 15.
So 15, yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember back in the days of, sailing the 7 seas of the Pirate Bay and having that giant CD binder full of burnt movies that I burnt off of my computer.
LimeWire.
And The Hills Run Red was one of them.
That's
So I probably
awesome.
still
we'll
have
have
it
to-
somewhere. I still have that binder.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure out a way to get it on the server.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, somebody will have to rip that and
Oh yeah.
send it to Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Paul and Adam are at a convention right now,
Yep.
hanging out with the likes of D. Wallace and oh my God, Frankenhooker. Why can't I remember her name?
Patty.
Patty Mullen. Patty
thank you.
Mullen. That's right. Yeah. So, and I think I saw a picture that they posted last night that Danny Pintaro was there too. So it must be like a Cujo reunion. D. Wallace and Danny Pintaro are at the same place.
Yeah, they did. It was Scares That Care not last summer, the summer before. In Virginia, they did a Cujo ET type. It was D. Wallace and Danny Pintaro, and it also had Elliot, whose name I can never remember. I just call him
Oh
Elliot.
yeah, I know. You
And the older brother. So it was like
Yeah.
kind of like a
Yeah.
dual reunion with D. Wallace.
Wow, they got a bunch of them. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'd love to be there, but it's all the way over into Pittsburgh, and I'm all the way over here. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll make it to another one. I'm gonna go out Pittsburgh in August because they're gonna do Gross Fest is in August,
Okay.
which is a nice little. It's like a con for independent filmmakers. So, like, I
That's
really want to
cool.
see that. I saw the lineup, and I was like, "Holy shit! These are some people I'd like to meet." I watched their movies. It's strange.
Is I'd like it if Adam Secret Santa. Adam
Oh, Adam Marcus.
Marcus, thank you. I would love
Oh.
I would love to
Yeah.
meet him.
Well, I mean, who knows if he got an invite or not? Somehow I don't think he'd make it if he did, yeah.
That sucks.
Too busy writing scripts and trying to sell them, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyhow, but that is a good one. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So instead, I'll be seeing people like Sean Donahue, who did like Swamp Woman.
Okay.
And Rebecca Reinhardt, who did the Embalmers. Jen Nangle, who did Body Count.
Jen will be there. Cool.
Yeah, exactly. I think Mischief the Clown's going to be there too. So,
Awesome.
AKA Kelsey Livingood.
Yep.
So anyhow, those are the ones that I know about. I'll have to check the list again to see if they added anybody. Anyhow, Ryan, you're too cool for school, man.
He's one of the Blues Brothers.
I was getting goofy.
Anyhow,
God, I've got. I must have a low grade fever because as soon as I put these on, they've just started fogging up.
oh my, this is not
Well,
good.
welcome to my world with hot flashes.
Yeah,
Glasses fog
people are
up
gonna
all
have
the
to-
time.
I got to look at my nasty eye.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
funny.
all right. Well, we won't zoom in or anything.
No.
Folks at home, do not zoom in on Ryan's face.
After the show, I'm going to send you an old school Italian remedy that you're going to have to try. Okay.
Oh.
right.
Does that have anything to do with rancid olive oil?
Yes.
Oh shit.
It's not rancid. It's like I'm just going to chug a beer. I'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Push through.
Push through.
All right.
You got
All
it.
right. Well, before you fade, let's get your first selection, Ryan.
So I'm not going to go with what I mentioned before as my first selection. I'm going to go with another Canadian classic. I'm going to go with Black Christmas.
Nice. Well, I
Nice.
figured somebody had to say that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
awesome.
that one was a given. And that one I did not have to cheat and look up on Google. I had mentioned this before. Like I grew up with Black Christmas.
Mhm.
As a Canadian, it was in basically every video store.
Yep.
And I absolutely it's probably one of, if not the greatest slashers of all time, in my opinion.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
better than Halloween, better than Friday the 13th. Easy. It's a take my money kind of movie. There's no argument about it. I think it's
Wow.
perfectly acted, except for what's her name, the lead,
Olivia Hussey.
Olivia Hussey.
Olivia Hussey.
Not a fan.
She has two emotions the entire movie, which is either complete hysteria or dry mop that's sitting in the corner of the supply closet.
I thought you were going to say confusion, but dry mop sounds better.
She has no emotion in half the scene she's in, and the other half she's just screaming hysterically and clutching her chest, and she just goes from one to the other. It's very jarring and very upsetting. But
that's
everybody
why
else is good. Margot Kidder is fantastic. I'm
That's-
convinced Margot Kidder didn't even know she was in a movie.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure she just got drunk and wandered on set. John Saxon, who surprise plays a cop.
oh, weird.
It was a real
Yeah,
real
you could tell
stretch
he was
for
really
him.
yeah, he was out of his comfort zone in this movie.
yeah.
Um,
This is one of those the calls coming from inside the house movies.
yes, it was the first, I think.
Okay, I believe that.
I can't think of another. I know When a Stranger Calls was after this.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
For me, it was between those two. So yeah, if this was first, then definitely.
But yeah, no, absolutely freaking love Black Christmas, except for Olivia Hussey, who unfortunately is the star. But I can't stand the remake.
Okay.
That seems to be, which is weird. That seems to be a love it or hate it kind of movie. It seems to have had a bit of a resurgence lately. A lot of people are defending it now, and I think it's just mean spirited, gross, and really dumb. That might be because I only own the Canadian version of it, and that is actually, we joke about that, but that is actually a thing. There is a Canadian version of the Black Christmas remake and a US version of the Black Christmas remake. The Canadian version is the same as what they got in the UK. Some of the kills are different. The ending's completely different. I don't think I've ever seen the American version, but I know the changes. I don't know if they would be better. And did anybody see the 2019 one?
I don't know. No, we're not talking about the Black Christmas movie with the orange skin or the black goo.
Yeah, Orange Skin is the remake. Black Goo is 2019 with Carrie Elwes.
Oh boy, black goo.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Carrie Elwes plays toxic masculinity.
Abby!
Abby.
Abby.
I brought you in just at the right moment. As soon as you clicked on screen, I heard this.
Yeah, 2019. Nobody talks about that movie.
Apparently nobody's seen it.
2006, like,
I've
seen it. It's just there is nothing that compares it to a Black Christmas.
I see.
Other than the
POG.
name.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about all I got to say on Black Christmas.
Hey, Kyler's excited. Abby!
Abby! Hi, Kyler.
So,
Sorry, I intoxicated to boot, which is probably not.
oh, well, that's odd.
I know,
Or
I don't
is it-
drink, but it was a dirty martini.
Oh, I see. I see. Had to get your olive juice fix, huh?
Yeah, I tried doing my taxes today. That was a
Oh,
big and a
well, no
half.
wonder.
4 hours later, and they're still not done. So,
Oh God.
Oh, try
because
again
it
tomorrow.
won't let me do a non-resident. I work in New Jersey, but I live in Florida, and they just can't get that.
Oh, it says hi.
Hi, hey, honey. So yeah, Black Christmas, great choice.
Yeah.
I don't know why you don't like Olivia Hussey, but we've had that discussion before.
I told you she has two emotions.
Yeah.
And
Dry
she's
mouth.
so
emotions.
pretty. She's so pretty. Just
Yeah,
need
yeah,
emotion when
yeah,
you're that
yeah.
pretty.
Hysterical and dry mop.
She is the dubstep of actresses.
Dead step.
Long, awkward pauses followed by the.
That's great.
And then the bass drop.
Yeah.
You know. So there we go.
Yeah, no, that's all I got to say about Black Christmas.
Favorite scene?
In Black Christmas?
Yes.
Probably the ending.
Oh, when it's over and the credits roll? Gotcha.
I love when Margot Kidder gets hers.
It kind of, actually,
scene.
all jokes aside, it kind of is when the credits are rolling, because that's the part that I like.
Realize that she gets it too.
The phone starts ringing again. Yeah, the credits are rolling, though.
So you know that she dies, even though they never show it.
I strangely enough, I think my favorite scene is just when they cut to the attic with the dead person who's been up there for days and still
With
no
that
one knows
bag
they're
over
there.
her head.
She's still there at the end of the movie, too.
I'm pretty sure. Kind of like that
When
dude
we-
in the crawl space in
I was
Amityville.
going to say in
4.
Amityville.
When we did Black Christmas for our podcast, I learned
Oh,
some
right.
that Margot Kidder was drunk. Like every time they have her drinking, she decided to drink real alcohol, which really puts a fine point of when she's feeding it to that child. And the
She's getting him schnookered.
See.
I mean, drink this kid, you're fine.
Nicole, do you have a favorite scene in Black Christmas?
I do. I love the original. I'm not going to say it's better than Halloween or Friday, but no, Black Christmas is great. I loved it. The unicorn, hands down, one of the most original things I've ever seen.
Yep.
Other than the stork on top of the van, Ryan.
The unicorn is what kills Margot Kidder. Clint, you're looking confused.
And I love the ending. It's a dark ending. I love it.
Yeah. So, did I hear right? A unicorn was used to kill Margot Kidder?
Yes.
Yeah.
Glass
Okay.
He has a
unicorn.
unicorn statue, which she's
Ah.
dealt with
Yep.
over again.
It's
Yep.
been a while. It's been a while.
Okay, I was gonna say you have to have seen.
No,
Black
I've seen it. I have seen it. No, don't put that on me. I'll have Olin going off in the chat. You're like, oh my god, you haven't seen it? Like, I've seen it. Seen it.
They'll make me put it on the list.
Yeah. Not seen the remake though. But
You
it
don't
sounds
need
like don't
gotta
waste your
say, I
time.
don't hate the remake.
I've never seen the remake either. I have no
The
desire
only
to watch
thing with
it.
the remake is you get the backstory you never knew you needed. You
Oh,
you've
really?
got Billy's backstory, where in the original, we just call him Billy, but we really don't know anything about him. In the remake, Billy has a whole backstory.
Okay.
It's
So
not that you never knew you
it's-
needed it. You never needed it.
You didn't really need it. The original is way better, but for like a 90s horror flick or an early 2000s horror flick, it's got great kills. But it doesn't compare to the original because all of the things that you love about the original, which is the POV and the fact that you never see the killer and you never know who the killer is like part of what makes the original amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And the remake's like, yeah, fuck you, we're gonna do this. Like, we're gonna show
And
you
he's
who
gonna
he
be
is,
yellow.
why he did this, and the fact that he is fucking yellow. Like
Wow.
like
Hey,
the guy from
colors.
Colors.
Is he like
yeah,
Does he have, like,
jaundice.
cirrhosis
or something?
Basically, they don't say it,
Okay.
but
See,
they say that he's got some liver disease that turns his skin yellow. So he's
Oh,
not.
So it's
okay.
jaundiced. Oh my
But
god.
even as an adult, he's completely yellow, like the dude from
Yeah.
what's that movie with
Like
the
any
yellow
Simpsons
man, the
character.
old yellow bastard. What's
Oh, oh my God, Sin City.
Sin City.
Oh,
okay.
So
yes.
he's yellow like that dude.
Wow.
But they never really explain it other than he has a liver condition that made him yellow, therefore his mother hated him.
Strangely enough, Sin City is on my list. Thank you very much.
You've never seen Sin City?
No. I have seen it. It's on my list to talk
On the
about.
list for tonight.
Really?
For color
Well,
night.
well, they did that weird thing with making it mostly black and white, and then every now and then they would accent it with color.
Oh, so it didn't have to be the name of
Doesn't
the
just no, it can be
Not
thematic.
exclusively. Not exclusively.
Okay.
We opened it up a little bit. So if you see any
All right.
color
I mean, I have a
symbolism you'd like to bring up,
ton with just the name, so I don't even know if I'll need to go there. But
I feel like there might be a connection between the original Black Christmas and the It miniseries.
because they both star Olivia Hussey.
Olivia Hussey.
Olivia Hussey and a character named Billy.
But other than that, no correlation whatsoever.
Ryan's like,
He's not buying it. How do you feel, Ryan? I've been thinking about
I
it.
can't
today.
Drink another beer,
I
right?
thought I was doing good until Clint said that. Now I'm wondering if I'm something like delirious from the
He's
fever.
so sick.
no, I'm making it up, but there really is a character named Billy. What's
Bill
the dude's name? Yeah, from the Waltons. He plays a character named Bill.
John Boy, yeah.
John
Yeah.
Boy.
Bill. Oh, for fuck's sake, God.
I can't remember his name.
Like I said, I had too much fun to start. Now I'm just having a little of the other stuff.
Oh, well then, if that's the case, then let's throw out your first pick.
My first pick is going to be a personal favorite of mine, The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
Off the list.
I love that movie. I don't know when the last time you all watched it was. Ryan, you saw it recently, right? Like for the
I
first
watched
time.
it, yeah.
Have you guys both seen Creature from the Black Lagoon?
Oh,
I
yeah.
have seen it.
Long time ago.
I need to
Talk
watch
a
it.
good movie.
I need to watch
Totally
it
holds
again.
up. You really should watch it again. She looks so banging in that bathing suit, not for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not even like I just want to look like that in a bathing suit. That's all I care about.
Yeah, me too.
The underwater scenes are beautifully filmed. Sadly, we lost the creature this past year.
That's true. That's true.
Riku Browning, but I'm blanking on her name. We lost her the year before. But it's just a beautiful movie. It's beautifully done. It's basically the Shape of Water without the sex.
Oh,
Well,
how
I
boring.
mean, The Shape of Water got second. So wouldn't The Shape of Water be Creature from the Black Lagoon with sex?
With sex,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
100%. And
Well, the shape-
Paddington's mom.
Well, the shape
They
of
should have
water
just
is
called it
going-
If She Fucks the Fish.
Fucks the fish. Paddington's mom fucks
I've
the
never
fish.
seen that.
It's a good
It's
movie,
mom-
don't get me wrong. I mean, Doug Jones is amazing with
Oh.
every creature he does.
Doug Jones is.
And his
Yeah.
ass looks fantastic as a fish. But just
Really?
saying,
That might get me to watch it.
I mean, he's pretty lean, you know what I mean? He's
His
got a
ass
swimmer's
looks
body, and it's a
That's like
very.
as a fish. That's a T-shirt.
I'm just saying, but Paddington's mom fucks the fish, and that's the movie.
Wow, that's incredible.
And I can't see her as anything else other than Paddington's mom, especially when she's naked with a fish. It's weird,
Wow.
but a good movie. I do recommend seeing it at some point in your life.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Creature from the Black Lagoon is awesome.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
Those underwater scenes, exactly.
When he's swimming and like she's swimming and he's like swimming under her, the way that is filmed is just, to me, cinema perfection. It's beautiful. It's like a dance in the water.
And it was done such a long time ago. You have to really consider how they achieved an underwater shot like that.
Yeah, what was that?
Mhm.
56, 57? I don't remember.
I'd have to look
Or is
it up.
46.
40?
I don't know.
Oh, I gotta look that up.
Well, I know that like the other Universals were like the 70s. So
54.
No, this was earlier than this.
54, okay.
54?
54.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are the other Universals earlier?
they're like the 30s, aren't they? Like 30s?
Yeah,
I
like
think-
Frankenstein's
It was like 37, wasn't it?
31.
Was
Something
it
like
really
that.
that
Oh,
old?
not 31.
Yeah.
That seems very. I mean, I believe you, but.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Frankenstein's as old as my grandmother.
Sorry.
What?
Frankenstein's as old as my
My-
grandmother.
My grandmother was born in
Yeah,
November of
because
1930.
Bride was 35. Wow.
Yeah, Dracula is from 1931.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
how about
I don't
that?
know why. I mean, I guess I knew this at some point in my life, but my brain currently, yeah, Frankenstein was 31. Young Frankenstein was 74. Just saying.
Great
That's
movie.
Such a good movie. I saw the play on Broadway too.
Mhm.
Megan
Yeah.
Mullally played Madeline Kahn's character.
Ha ha!
It was so good.
She would be good in
She
that
was,
role.
yeah, she was perfect.
That's great. Hmm.
Anywho, Creature from the Black Lagoon, highly recommend it.
Yep.
Definitely.
No, it's definitely on my watch again list. Because I need to get the whole picture of that movie in my head at some point.
I think we're going to do that with Shape of Water, aren't we, right?
Oh,
Oh,
Well, that would make sense to talk
I
the two
have
of
the
them together.
I have the list right here. I don't know if it's
it doesn't even. I don't even know if we added it. We keep coming up with. We don't even film them. Anyway, Ryan.
Yes.
I mean,
Oh, no.
Clint.
Me. You know what?
What?
I'm going to pick one that is on my list, but is also on Paul's list
Oh,
because Paul had put a nice long list in the chat.
oh,
for
because
this
he's at a
discussion.
convention.
Yeah, he's at a
Mhm.
convention, so he cannot be here. But we had a couple of them line up together, so I'm going to choose one off of that list. I'm going to say Soylent Green.
That's on my list too.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if this is really a horror movie. I might be stretching it here.
All right.
It's more of a
You think sci-fi?
futuristic sci-fi film, but I mean, it has a horrific element. You just don't know it until the end of the movie.
Yeah, I totally
Right.
think it would count.
Yeah, this and of course that horrific element happens to be cannibalism. You know, hey, sorry if you haven't
The
seen
other
the movie
white
yet, but you've had plenty of time.
There's no.
so-
spoilers if it's
Yeah,
50 years
if
old.
I spoiled this for you, I apologize. But yeah,
It is people.
yeah, sorry I spoiled this 60-year-old movie for you. But or whatever it is. But yeah, it's one of those things in a futuristic society where like you know, inflation is so ridiculous, no one can afford to buy anything. Food is so scarce that that people have to like buy like regular things that we know of, like kind of like on the black market. So like like there's this one scene in the movie where Charlton Heston and one of his, I don't know, whoever he's living with, his best friend,
Posse.
yeah, like they buy a steak that they're gonna share, and it's the most measly looking, like ridiculous cut of meat you've ever seen.
All
It's about
grizzled.
it's about the size of a chicken strip. You know what I mean? And they're splitting this, and they're acting like it's the most delicious thing they've ever had in their lives. You know what I mean? So just to paint the picture of what the society is
Dystopian
like at
future
the
is
time.
like.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So as a nutritionary supplement, the government puts out a new product, they call Soylent Green, which no one's a real big fan of, but they're eating it because, it's like there isn't
Cheap.
much else. Right.
Right.
So at one point during the movie, Charlton Heston's friend dies, and they load him onto the truck, of what disposes bodies. And I guess this is just the moment in his life where he questions everything, and he hops onto the truck to figure out where it's going. And he winds up at this factory, and he's like crawling his way through it, and the big reveal right there at the end is he comes up to an assembly line that's just got all this Soylent Green going down it. And that's when he goes to try to warn all the people, and you get one of his ridiculous over the top slides. Soylent Green is people! It's people!
One of the greatest moments in cinema history, if you ask me.
Is that where Shatner got it?
He might have learned it from Shatner. I don't know.
I learned it from watching you.
Like I don't know. Like Charlton Heston did, like normal roles, but at some point, like in middle age, he decided to go into like sci-fi movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then he gave us all these wonderful over-the-top acting roles. You know what I mean? Like Planet of the Apes.
Oh, he's quite the
You know what
overactor.
I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and his normal stuff. Yeah, but it's a great movie. I love it.
He's always overacted. I think. I just watched. What was the biblical one? The Ten Commandments.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna
Greatest
say
story ever told. I forget what it's actually called, but
That movie. I'm not a religious person. That movie fucking slaps.
I mean,
love
it's
the
a
Ten
great
Commandments.
movie,
Mhm.
but it's long as fucking. He
Yeah.
definitely overacts.
Doesn't feel like it.
Well, it probably
Yeah.
is the Ten Commandments. Probably is.
Is that what it's called? It probably is just called that, yeah.
I
It
think
is
so.
called. No, that is. It's directed by Cecil B. DeMille.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. and
I'm
he
ready
plays-
for my close up, Mr. DeMille.
he plays
And fun
Moses.
fact, fun fact about the Ten Commandments: it is a remake of the Ten Commandments, which I believe came out in the 30s, also directed by Cecil B. DeMille.
Really?
He remade his own movie.
Interesting.
That doesn't surprise me. He seems
Huh.
like that kind of guy.
Doesn't he?
He does.
I had a Ten Commandments movie phase for a bit.
It's interesting.
It was a really good movie.
I mean, it is a very good movie. It was the first time I had watched it fully through in years, like from beginning to end. So I don't know when the last time you've done that. It's a long movie.
It's like 3.5 hours, I think.
That is a hello from Brandy Lynn Dalton. Hey, Brandy.
Hi,
Brandy.
Brandy?
I actually met her this past weekend at
At
the
your
premiere.
Crickfoot.
Yeah, the Legend of Crickfoot premiere. She was in a
I
scene
cannot wait.
with somebody else that I just did an interview with, Shannon Atkins. So they did a scene in
Nice.
that together, which is awesome. Thanks for stopping by. So yeah, anybody else a fan of Soylent Green?
Never seen
I
it.
actually really like the movie. I
What?
haven't seen it in a number of years.
Son
But
of a bitch.
It's just one of those ones that I scream at people every time I'm in a restaurant and need to make an ass of myself.
It's
Happens more
painful.
than you think.
Welcome. Maybe we'll be talking soon.
Moon's over Miami is people.
Yeah.
Moon over Miami.
Yeah. Yeah. Although I do prefer Planet of the Apes for Chuck Heston
Oh my
overacting.
god.
Planet of the Apes is amazing.
Yeah.
I
It's a madhouse.
love it.
Charlton Heston has a thing for endings where he just screams.
Yes.
Even I just rewatched Omega Man recently.
So many good
Never
ones
saw
in
it.
that movie.
Really, he's king.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
with my mother talking about Nicolas Cage. Does anybody else think he overacts a little bit? I'm like, everybody thinks that, Mom.
Nicolas
Everybody.
Cage.
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah. Nick
Mhm.
Cage probably learned it from Charlton Heston.
She's
You look up
adorable.
serious thespian in the dictionary, and it's just a picture of Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas
Yeah,
Cage.
exactly.
Thespian
So you got to
extraordinary.
look up the word serious and the word thespian separate, and serious
Yeah.
is one
Right.
half of his face, and
Yes.
thespian is the other half.
Yeah.
And it's like a Mad Magazine fold-in. You
Yeah.
got to pull the 2 pages in
Oh my
together.
God, that makes me so happy. I miss that.
Yeah. I want to hear Nick Cage do some Charlton Heston lines.
Oh my
Like,
God.
get your stinking paws off me, you
Yeah,
damn dirty
damn
apes.
dirty
So-
apes.
I want to see him play as Charlton Heston in his life story.
Yeah. That'd be
That
awesome.
would be
If they ever
amazing.
do a Nick Cage or a Charlton
Yeah.
Heston biopic, yeah,
Somebody-
it has to be him.
I
Get
bet
it-
if
get
you
it done.
pitched that to him, he would do it. I think.
Yeah.
I feel that way about Nick Cage. I feel like he'd be all over that.
I feel he
Oh,
would do the
sure.
ending with that. He wouldn't do the screaming like Chuck Heston done. He would do that like Nicolas Cage
Angry
exasperated
whisper.
thing.
Yeah.
He'd just be like, bunch of maniacs. They blew it up.
Dirty apes.
God
Ah!
damn them.
Damn them all to
Damn them all to hell.
hell.
I think we got a money idea here.
And we got to have
Somebody get my agent on the phone.
yeah. Oh my
Somebody
god.
get me an agent.
Man,
Somebody get
That
me a
is,
phone.
that's $1 billion idea.
we got to have John Travolta as one of the apes.
Oh my god.
Face off.
For
He
sure.
could be Dr. Zayas.
Oh my
We
Yeah,
all
Dr.
know that
Zayas.
these men don't they don't have the ability to comprehend things like we
Yeah.
the apes do.
Yeah.
Ryan, I think you missed your calling.
It's like grease lightning.
Make me very happy.
I lost my pen. My child took it.
How rude.
I guess I'll use a crayon.
There you go.
Yeah.
I
Anyhow,
don't know why you need a pen or a crayon, but you do. You
I'm checking things off my list. Yeah.
Oh,
I
And
just
writing
have a-
down
I
things
just
for
have a
the
list
watch
app on my phone.
yeah, I have my little app.
We're old school, Clint. We actually write.
That's right. Right. Yeah, the whole penmanship thing.
Yeah, the problem is I can't read my own handwriting anymore. What did I say?
That's right. Nicole, I think we're back to you.
Nicole, get
Yes.
us back on track.
Okay.
Please.
I'm gonna go with one that it actually scared me to death when I was a kid.
Okay.
I'm going with Lady in White.
Is that the Lucas Haas one, right?
Yes.
I
yes.
love that movie.
Yes.
I'm not-
On my list too.
And what's his name from Godfather? Played his father.
Yeah, fill me in.
Fantastic movie. You've never seen Lady in White?
I'm not. Sorry.
What is
talking
it?
about?
83?
Clint. Clint.
I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Ryan just said he
Clint.
hadn't seen it.
Oh my god.
You might have seen it and just don't remember.
It's
Well,
one of
that might
those.
be. That might
It's such
be.
a great story. This boy and his brother live in this small town, and it's Halloween time, and he gets locked in the coat closet overnight as a prank. While he's in the coat closet, he sees these ghosts. He sees a ghost of a little girl. And who
Brandy
said
hasn't
that?
seen it.
Brandy hasn't seen it. All right, you guys, you gotta make this a priority. He sees the ghost of a little girl who gets murdered there. And he goes out every night trying to find this ghost. And yes, terrifying. Catherine
Sorry,
Hellman
that
Hellman
is horrible. I'm
scared
trying
me to death as a kid. She was
Lucas Haas,
terrifying.
the little
Lucas Haas, Catherine Hellman.
Witness.
Wow.
Catherine
Yeah.
Hellman, right?
It's just a great it's a great ghost story from a kid's point of view.
And
It is.
Alex
Okay.
Rocco
Yeah, Alex Rocco.
was the one from The Godfather who also
Mhm.
played Joe's father on Facts of Life. if I
Yes.
remember correctly.
Yes.
Hmm.
And it is. It's just it's a great movie. It is.
Hey, we all need a Facts of Life connection.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Lucas Haas was like the quintessential 80s kid actor.
Yeah, he
Really
was.
was. With those giant ears and those big eyes.
Yeah. Taxi
didn't
driving
grow
down the store with the door
but-
driving down the street with the doors open, you know.
Love it. So
Wow.
hmm
It's amazing.
Why would a taxi driver drive down the street with his doors open?
that's from
That's-
Scrooge.
Scrooge. Yeah.
That's how he talks about, and that's how every time I see like Will Smith, I call him taxi cab driving down the street with the doors open.
Yep.
So look
Yeah.
at the big ears sticking out. Things that go through my brain.
Ryan's just dumbfounded. He's like, these fucking
he's like, I'm not
Americans."
well enough for this conversation.
Don't even.
He's like, this is going right over my head,
Picture what it looks like.
right
Taxicab driving
past
on
my
Street
big
Story.
ass ears.
But
Yeah.
it is a good movie. It's
a
like one of those
fantastic
like
movie.
goosebumps of the day before they
Yeah.
had goosebumps.
Interesting.
Like child's first horror movie.
Goosebumps before goosebumps.
And it's
That was
now
Are
on
You
your
Afraid of
list.
the Dark?
Yep. Did they call it duck pimples then?
Duck pimples. I call them goosebumps.
It took me a
fuck?
Duck
second. but I
bumps.
got-
I call them duck bumps when I
What
get
is-
duck bumps. People look at me weird.
What is happening?
I don't know. You tell
Oh,
me.
goosebumps, duck pimples. Holy fuck.
Well, you're sick. You have an excuse.
I think you need another shot of Bailey's.
Yeah. Or
That's
Buckley's.
Is he taking that fun cold medicine that I heard?
Yeah,
so much
the-
about?
That's what we were
Yeah.
just talking about. Yeah, that disgustingness.
Buckley.
But it does wonders for you, I hear.
That's
Tastes
what
like-
he says.
So does Bob.
Well,
So yeah, sorry, Nicole. I have not.
You should check it out. It's
Yeah.
streaming. It's a nice little movie. It's just
we can do a watch along or something with it.
yeah, that would be a good
Really
one.
good. Yeah.
yeah, I'd be game for that. I'll give that a try.
Yeah.
Don't mind a decent ghost movie once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, Ryan, I think
All right.
we've returned to you. Unless
Okay.
we've got something else to say about Lady in White. It's tough to
I
say. It's tough
have
to do
nothing
that
to
when
say.
when two of us haven't seen it. I mean,
It's not even I haven't seen it. I didn't even know this movie existed.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, I've got. Which one am I going to go with? You know what? I'm going to go with this one because I really like this movie and I feel it does not get enough talking about. I'm going to go with the Wes Craven movie Red Eye.
oh shit,
Ooh, okay.
Where
Cillian Murphy.
With Cillian Murphy and what's her face?
I forgot about that one.
No, is it Killian or Cillian?
Oh fuck, I don't know.
Oh,
I thought it was Cillian, but I mean,
thought it was Cillian.
I've always
Yeah.
pronounced it as Cillian, but somebody recently said Killian, so I don't know.
Let me look it up on the Google machine.
okay.
But yeah, who? Shoot, who is the girl in it? She's from Mean Girls.
It's
she's
the
from
Mean Girls.
Notebook.
Oh yeah, the Notebook.
She was
Girl.
in the
Oh, yeah.
Notebook,
What is her name?
Not
which is the only like love story movie I like.
never actually seen it all the way through, but
2005 film. Yeah. Rachel McAdams.
McAdams.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so funny story about the Notebook. Spoilers for the Notebook, if anybody, by the way.
How did it go from Red Eye to the Notebook?
So no, because what's her name? Rachel McAdams. So no, I got to share this story. It's fucking hilarious.
Okay.
So my ex-girlfriend, when I was in college, cried at like every romance movie ever, bawling her eyes out all the time. So we go see the Notebook, and I'm like, "Fuck, here come the waterworks," and we get to that ending
Yes.
where they fall asleep in the bed together, and then it shows the
fine.
two, what is it, cranes flying,
Yeah.
and nothing. We were leaving the theater, and she's like, "She's not doing anything," and I'm like, "Didn't you find that sad?" She's like, "What? No." She's like, "It was a happy ending. They fell asleep in bed together, and the two birds flying away at the end." I'm like, "You know what those birds symbolize, right?" She's like, "No."
She didn't
Like,
get
they-
it.
I'm like, "They died together in bed that night. That was their soul." Like, she lost her shit in the parking lot. I swear to God, people thought that I was like abducting this woman.
After turning down a record deal, he began
You
his
bastard.
career in theater.
Someone's got audio.
Somebody turn on AM radio. What's happening here?
I'm trying to hear how to say his name.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, it is to be pronounced Killian. Not
Okay, there we go.
It is
Killian.
Cillian Murphy,
Killian.
not to be pronounced Cillian. It is
But anyway,
Cillian.
that's my Notebook story.
That's hysterical.
Lost her shit in the parking lot.
That's
insane.
funny.
So you're like,
Um,
you're just waiting for it. You're like, it's not coming.
I'm like, it's
And
not
then-
coming.
And then you're like, I'm gonna fix this.
Yeah.
You know, let me explain the ending to you, lady.
Like she
I
didn't
should've kept my
realize it
mouth
when the
shut.
nurse came in and like took their pulse and
Nope, didn't pick up on it.
None of
wow.
it. Huh? Ring.
That wasn't
But
Jen,
anyway.
was it?
No.
No.
Okay. Jen's a lot smarter than
But Red Eye, Rachel McAdams, Cillian Murphy, as we now know. I don't think this movie gets enough respect. I know it's not Wes Craven's usual MO. This is probably leaning more towards, but then you have the universal argument is thriller horror. I do feel the ending gets bonkers enough that this is definitely like got that Wes Craven charm to make it like a silly little horror movie.
Oh yeah.
Because there's nothing funnier than Cillian Murphy with throat injury, trying to sound menacing.
A great movie, though.
It is. It's got great tension, great atmosphere. Brian Cox at the end. It's good stuff. Anybody who is kind of off, like on the fence about watching it because they've heard it's not Wes Craven's usual MO. I still say definitely give it a watch. It's a hoot.
Hoot.
Yeah. It
I just watched it recently, actually, like for the first time.
Oh.
Like within the last year for the first time. I always knew it was there, but never sat down and watched the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. That's what I find happens with a lot of people. They're just like, oh, that's that movie.
That movie. Yeah.
Because it was the same time like he was doing this. He did Cursed. It was a bad run for Wes. Scream 3. Like a lot of people
Werewolf
didn't.
one, Cursed?
Yeah. Cursed. Scream 3. A lot of people didn't like Scream 3.
I wouldn't call this like even an original like idea. I mean, we've got a monomaniacal killer who just can't seem to be stopped by anything, and the seemingly like, nothing is done by the character that becomes the object of his obsession. You know what I mean? Like she didn't really do anything, and like he just is obsessed with following her and trying to kill her.
Well, in this one, it was the father, right?
It was he wanted her dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was something to do with, I don't remember what it was, but it was something to do with the father.
Yep.
It's been a while.
We're hearing random voices from Abby. We're hearing
sorry.
ice machines.
I'm very thirsty. I'm very parched.
Oh my god, it's hilarious.
Wow.
But yeah, he wanted
no more martinis.
I can't remember his. Forgive me, it's been a couple of years. He needs something from her on the flight because her dad needs to stay where he is.
Some codes he needs from the father.
Oh. Okay.
And if he gets the codes from her, that's right. He's got people stationed to kill her dad.
Right. And if he doesn't get the information, her father's dead.
Oh.
That's right. And he's trying to get the information from her while
but
they're on
I don't know if it's like the codes to a lockbox or I don't remember what the codes are actually for.
Yeah, I take it back. That's dumb. So, no, I'm kidding. Oh, obviously I haven't seen it recently. I forgot all of that.
Good movie though.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. Nicole, you've been quiet. Have you seen it?
I saw it when it first came out many years ago. I don't remember a lot of it, so it's probably one I'm going to have to give a rewatch to.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But I love Cillian Murphy.
Good old Cillian.
Love him. He's like, he's a great villain.
Yeah. If it was Cillian, he would do comedies.
He would just be silly. He's a silly bastard.
Have a hero.
Mm-hmm. It's got to be Cillian, otherwise he's not scary.
He's
killing it.
Cillian be killing
it. Killing it.
He's the Scarecrow.
Yeah. Yes.
Underutilized as the Scarecrow.
Very underutilized.
But it was still awesome.
Yeah.
Would you like to see my mask?
What you got for us, Abby?
Abby, I think we're at you. Yeah.
Okay. My next one is a childhood favorite. Let's go with Silver Bullet.
Oh my god, it wasn't even on my list and I Googled.
It is on my list.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about that.
I love that movie. First of all, Gary Busey. Gary Busey playing the ridiculous uncle. Like he's everything I strive to be as an aunt. Because, I'm only newly an aunt and I'm a bad influence as it is. So I feel like he's my goals, but he makes this super wheelchair for his nephew because he cares so much. And Corey Haim is on his little wheelchair motorized rocket machine and encounters a werewolf, as one does, and shoots him in the eye with a firework,
Yeah, as one does.
as one does. And then said werewolf comes for him,
Yeah.
and wackiness ensues while Uncle Gary Busey is watching him for the evening.
Yeah. The werewolf comes in 2 dimensions.
And he's also the freaking preacher, so that's awesome.
Yeah, that is pretty
And
awesome.
he's the guy from Twin Peaks, which is even more awesome. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, he's from Twin Peaks. He also played in People Under the Stairs.
Oh, I know who you mean.
You
now.
know who you're talking about, right? Yeah,
Yep,
that
I
dude
know who
is
you mean.
awesome. Can't think of his name to save my life, but
The father from People Under the Stairs?
the father from People Under the Stairs
Okay.
that was married to
I
the
can't think of
log
his
woman from Twin Peaks.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I never saw Twin Peaks.
Oh, Twin Peaks is good. Weird.
Everett McGill.
Yes,
Everett
thank
McGill.
you.
That's it.
McGill,
I had to look it up.
the preacher.
Mhm.
There's just something
Yeah.
awesome about like him coming into church the next morning with the eye patch and
Mhm.
the collar. It's a great visual.
I liked this movie so much that when I was a teenager, I specifically ordered the Stephen King graphic novel Psycho the Werewolf.
Yeah, you did. That's awesome.
And I actually found myself disappointed
Really?
because it wasn't nearly as over the top as the movie.
No Busey.
Yeah, no Busey, no
No.
like souped up wheelchair, none of
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, the book is
It
not.
wasn't even a bottle rocket. He threw a firecracker at the thing. I'm
Yeah.
like, what is this?
You're right. The short story is not as dynamic.
Yeah. And I hung on to that for a long time. I have no idea what I did with it. Probably sold it at a yard sale or something.
For like a quarter.
Yeah, I wish I had it now.
I like that. I always like that joke that Gary Busey told in it.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
You want to
So-
tell it?
So these two guys walk into a bar, right? And the one guy goes to sit down and says to the other guy, "Hey, donkey, go get us a couple drinks." So the other guy goes up to the bar, grabs a couple drinks, goes back, and
I remember now.
the bartender's listening, and the guy again, he's like, "Hey, donkey, go get us some more drinks." So the guy goes and gets some more drinks, and the bartender's getting a little more like, "Donkey, what the fuck?" And so the guy again a third time says, "Hey, donkey, go get us some drinks." So the guy comes up to the bar to order more drinks, and the bartender like leans into him and says, "Hey, sorry to ask, but why does that guy always call you donkey?" And the other guy kind of leans into the bartender and goes, "Oh, he always calls me that."
Yep. As soon as you
That's funny.
started, I remembered it. At least the
That's-
punchline.
Oh my God.
That's the only thing I can remember from that fucking movie.
Uh-huh.
That werewolf killed somebody with a baseball bat.
Yep. That's the Buckleys talking.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
Couldn't
great
be
movie.
the
I love it.
beer.
Yeah.
I know I love it.
Fantastic. Silver freaking
Oh, it's-
bullet.
I love that movie.
Damn it. Yeah, no, that was on my list.
I forgot
Yeah.
about it. It was not on my list.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't show up in my Google search. Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oddly enough.
Well, then you must not have expanded your Google search.
I pulled up several different lists.
I got a whole load of them, pal.
All I have to say is I found it, and you didn't.
And you did.
All
What you got, Clint,
right.
on that list? What
I
that list
have-
do?
Yeah. I don't know. Some of you may have seen this one. It's kind of an independent film, but it had some good distribution, so you might have seen it. Green Room.
That's on my list too.
Any Patrick Stewart fans?
Yeah, that was on my. Oh my.
He
God.
was terrifying.
I got an
in
air
that
bubble
movie,
in my
actually.
throat.
Yeah. Anybody
was on
like
my
to
list.
see Patrick Stewart as a white supremacist?
You say y'all like Patrick Stewart
That's
Oh,
what you get with
my
Green Room.
God.
on racism?
Yeah.
Never seen a
Exactly.
grown man
Exactly.
naked. Yeah, no, that
and
was
this
he
had-
was terrifying in that movie. He really you don't
Oh, yeah.
expect to see him as a bad guy, and he
Right.
does it quite well.
The setup is pretty cool, actually. And I don't even know if I was expecting it. But this band that's on the road, is not making it very well. And they're thinking about calling it and heading back home because they're not really making any money, and they got to be careful how they spend what money they have left because, it's one of those situations. Do we just, put gas in the van and go back home, or do we keep trying to push forward? So they start looking at ads and so forth, and but they also hit up some friends they know in the area, and they're like, hey, we can get you a gig, that pays. And they're like, awesome, we're in. So yeah, it's some I don't know, VFW or some club or something like that, and they go there, they're hanging out in the green room. Suddenly they realize who they're getting ready to perform for, and it's just a bunch of skinheads. So they're like fuck, do we do it, or do we get the hell out of here? They're like, no, we're gonna do it, we need the money, and they start talking about what their first song's gonna be. And they're like, well, I mean, we kind of have to, and he's like, no, we don't have to. Yeah, we do. Okay, yeah, you're right, we do. So they go out and perform, and they open with a Dead Kennedy song, which is Nazi Punks Fuck Off. And immediately the crowd is angry, right? So they do their set, and they go to get out of there, collect their stuff out of the green room. They get their money, and they're trying to shove them out the doors, you pissed everybody off, get the fuck out of here, And the one dude turns around and go back and get his phone, and he witnesses somebody getting killed,
Murdered.
So then they're like, all right, you can't leave. So they barricade themselves in the green room, and the rest of the movie is about them trying to get the fuck out. It's pretty awesome. And Patrick Stewart is terrifying for an old man.
He really plays a fantastic bad guy.
Yeah.
I gotta say it. Patrick Stewart is like Sean Connery. I don't care if he's 150. He's still gonna be
So
sexy.
fucking hot.
I can't. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's one of those.
You
Green Room
can't
was
tell if
great.
Patrick Stewart is
You
150.
gotta hear him tell the story about
Mhm.
finding out he's not circumcised.
Yeah.
I think I did hear that.
Oh,
Good night,
It was on
Brandy.
Graham Norton.
Good night,
him doing
Brandy.
Oh my god, it's hysterical.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Joe.
Good evening.
Joe, who I'm gonna see next weekend. Clint, you'll see Joe next weekend too.
Oh, cool.
I won't.
I don't think I've ever met Joe.
I don't think
I'll
you
be
have.
here in
either.
Canada.
Yeah.
You'll be in Canada? All right. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Fair enough.
That movie had what's his name too? Andrew Yelchin.
I think you're
Oh,
right.
Anton
Yes.
Yelchin.
Anton
Elton
Yelchin.
Yelchin.
Yeah.
Oh,
R.I.P..
love him.
Lost way too soon.
Yes.
Yeah, what was he, 27 when he died?
He was in the
Oh,
Fright Night remake
man.
too, wasn't he?
He's in the
He was
27
in
Club?
what?
The Fright Night remake.
Yeah, Fright Night remake. He
That
played
was so
Odd
good.
Thomas.
I actually like the
in
Fright Night
Odd-
remake better than the original.
I know, that's funny to me. But he was one of my favorite actors. He was in the Star Trek movies. He was Odd Thomas.
Yes.
He was just a great actor, and it's very sad because
The
his
kid
death
in a,
was
in a
stupid.
long came a spider.
Was he in that?
Yeah.
Really?
He was
The
the little
Morgan
kid.
Freeman flick.
Yes.
Huh.
Is he like
I don't
8?
even remember him being in that.
Oh, he's very young. He was very, very young.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I also blocked the movie a little
Yeah.
bit because it's very different from the book and it sort of threw me. But
Because he was part of the plot. His child character. But everybody thought that the teacher that was kidnapping somebody was after him. Oh wait, no, that's not right. He kidnapped the little girl, and he was trying to use that to get to the little boy. But that didn't work. Yeah. Anyhow,
I haven't seen
Sorry.
Our Game of Spiders since it came out.
jeez.
That was like 30 years
Well,
ago.
clearly I can't remember it either. Yeah. Joe says, not worth remembering, even if you did. Just another fat guy at a horror con, LOL. I doubt that's true.
Oh, Joe.
I doubt that's true.
You'll
all right.
see.
And Olin says,
You
oh,
listen
Thomas
to
is
me now,
good.
Joe, right now, as a fat guy who goes to horror cons, you are not forgettable You be the best goddamn fat guy at a horror
You
con.
be the best goddamn fat guy you know how to be. First of all, he's not fat. I don't know where he's getting that.
Yeah, probably about as fat as me.
God damn it.
Now, granted, I'm fatter than I was just a year ago, but
So am I, but I don't want to talk about that.
We're all fat on this glorious day.
yeah, that's right.
I don't want to talk about it.
All right. Well, Green Room it is. Anybody else seen it?
So good.
I saw it when it
You've
came
seen
out. I liked it.
Okay, you've seen it. Nicole, you ever seen it?
Yes, it was fantastic.
Oh, great.
That's a
That's a universal like.
unanimous.
I think that's
Yeah.
the first one tonight.
Everybody's in on this
Everybody
one.
likes. Well, everybody liked Black Christmas. Just
Yeah.
some liked it better than others.
Yeah, and
I
Nazi
like
punks fuck off.
Nah.
So
You heard it here first, folks. Nazi punk can fuck right off. Well, I mean, you heard it here first if you didn't listen to the Dead Kennedys. But
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
They're like, wow,
Ah.
that's really good.
Oh, now I'm seeing a character like in this Green Room movie that I think I just watched him in something else that I was actually going to bring up tonight. I'm
Okay.
going to verify that. Macon Blair.
didn't it also have that Poonce girl in it?
Imogene Poots, yeah.
Imogene
I
Poonce?
love that's my favorite name of any actor anywhere. Imogene Poots.
Yeah.
It sounds made up.
Sounds like she's gassy.
Sounds like
Um,
fluffy farts.
Yeah. If Fluffy Parts was a person.
If
That's
fluffy farts were a person, it would be Imogene Poots.
I keep getting her
That's
mixed up
exactly-
with Florence Pugh.
Pew.
Pew. That's even better.
Pew.
That's exactly who I thought it was.
She was dating the guy on Scrubs for a while.
Are they not dating anymore?
No, they broke up.
Aw, that's sad. I
Is
like
it?
that.
It's a little weird.
I don't
I mean,
care.
a little bit of an age gap, but I like him. So
Yeah.
Mm.
They can break up all they want.
God damn it.
Nicole!
What do you got,
Yeah.
Nicole?
I got one that I'm going to need some help describing because it's been, oh God, 40 years since I've seen it. And it was a one and done. Because
Oh.
even though it was wonderfully acted, it's one of those that I just cannot revisit. And I'm going with
Yeah.
Clockwork Orange.
Oh, it was on my next one.
I
Yes.
can't watch it again. I saw it once. I can't between the eyes and the rape scenes and the yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it
The
was-
old ultra violence.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it was I mean classic, but yeah. It's
What
a
a-
rough watch.
What a frustrating movie, too.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you're following around people who are basically gang members, and
Mhm.
they have no respect for the law at all.
Mhm.
You know, and you know, they got the weird shit about how they talk, you know, their slang language and the fact that they drink milk, you know, instead of like alcohol or whatever. You know what I mean? But really, all they do is go places in order
Beat
to
people and rape
break in
them.
and beat the shit out of people and rape people, and
Mhm.
It's
and
all about the
that's-
ultra violence.
yeah, that's what they do for fun.
Mhm.
And ultimately one of them gets set up to get nicked, and he does get caught. He ends up sentenced, goes to jail, and he realizes he's going to be there for a very long time, and he finds out about this experimental rehabilitation program that he basically begs to be signed up for because he sees that as his only way to be released in a timely manner and sent back to his buddies. You know what I mean? To be the head of his gang again.
Revenge.
So yeah. So that's when they basically start dosing him with the serum, you know, and holding his eyelids open and showing him like violent videos that which normally he would really love, but because of what they
The
injected him with,
medication, yeah.
it makes him ill every time he witnesses something violent, every time he thinks something violent. And it's like a Pavlovian dog experiment or something, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's like and so he gets released and all of a sudden he can't defend himself. So like he finds out that some of his old gang members have now become police officers. you know, and they like beat the shit out of him, make him lick their shoes and stuff like that. And he ends up like at the end of towards the end of the movie, like crawling to a house for help, and an old man takes him in, and it just turns out to be, you know,
One of the
an
people he
old
raped
man.
and
Yeah,
killed.
he broke into this house before and raped the dude's wife.
Mhm.
And at some point, the old man figures it out because he's singing a song in the bathtub.
Singing in the
But
rain.
yeah, but he,
Singing in the rain.
yeah, this old guy takes it a step further and decides to learn everything he can about this young lad, and found out his triggers. And he locked him in a room and he started playing Beethoven's Fifth for him until he jumped out a window, because that was the music they were playing while they were conditioning him.
And that was the
Um,
biggest thing that he took from it, not the violence or anything else.
Yeah,
It was that they took, because he
He
was a huge
loved
fan of
Beethoven.
Beethoven. Yeah.
yeah, he
Yeah.
loved
Ruined it.
Beethoven, and he screamed out about it whenever they were doing the conditioning process, and they're like, "Sorry,
Not
It's-
Louis Vuitton.
it's the only song we got, I guess." You know,
I mean, I always thought about revisiting this movie,
It's a
even
hard
though
watch.
it does have some things that I really have trouble
Yeah.
watching. I was in junior high the first time I saw this
yeah,
movie.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if I could sit through it again.
yeah,
There's really no reason to. I watched it a lot during my edgelord phase in like high school.
Yeah.
And I have the Stanley Kubrick collection. So Clockwork Orange, stuff like that. Like I watched Clockwork Orange a lot because it was the edgy Kubrick movie.
Right.
But I honestly have never revisited it since that for the same reason. Like there's no,
yeah,
it's a mean-spirited,
yeah,
nasty little movie. There's really no reason.
Right.
yeah. It was a one and done for me as well.
Yeah.
I watched it a lot back in the day, but it's been 20 years since I've seen it, and I don't feel that I have any desire to go back to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The frustrating part about it was that the government entities were facing such backlash about what they had done to him.
Because they
Um,
broke this human that can no
yeah.
longer defend himself,
Right.
which is ridiculous because what they did worked, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
now they're paying the price for that.
It was really weird that the government came out as the bad guys in this movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They yeah, but they basically agreed to deprogram him, and grant him his freedom, and essentially he was above the law at that point. And so they gave him back his criminal capabilities and without the threat of prosecution moving forward. And that was the most frustrating thing about the movie for me.
Such a weird movie.
Yeah, yeah.
I do remember the giant penis
Criminals
coming
should
down
win.
the woman's head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He tried to
Just-
kill somebody with a giant porcelain dick.
Oh,
You know
he
what?
really
As an
did
adult
kill
now
her.
who's seen a lot of Kubrick movies, I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
Just watch The Shining.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
I can't, like, I'm trying to go through my head. 2001, boring as fuck.
Okay,
Uh,
used to like you
Clockwork
when I was in
Orange.
high school.
No.
Don't know what I was thinking.
No. Clockwork Orange, rapey and gross. Yeah,
Mhm.
Barry Lyndon is like fucking 4 hours long, and it somehow feels like 10.
Eyes wide
Um,
shut.
Oh my god, eyes wide shut.
that
Yeah,
was
see, I'm not a big
terrible.
Kubrick fan at all. I love The Shining, but that's
it's
it.
amazing.
The Shining is Kubrick's most commercial movie, and it's the one that works the best.
Because you can overlook the furry doing the fellatio on the middle.
It's the highlight of the movie. But
And as a kid, I never knew what that was.
no, I didn't pick up on it until I was an
Why is
adult.
he with the teddy
You
bear?
know, what are they doing in there?
As a kid, I was just like, "Oh fuck, that's scary."
Yeah.
As an adult, I'm like,
Teddy
"That
bear.
bear was sucking that dick."
Oh my god.
Ah,
But I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. And this is not me
Yeah.
trying to be edgy or against the grain.
It was like,
Kubrick movies be boring as fuck.
yeah.
yeah,
And they're way too long.
yeah,
Wait.
yeah.
It's a classic example of a director that's got too much of an ego and nobody could rein him in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like fucking Shelley Duvall, her life was ruined
He
because
made
of
her
this asshole.
insane.
Yeah.
Poor lady.
Fuck Kubrick. There you go.
Kubrick movies are very well shot and have gorgeous atmosphere, but that's where it runs out of gas.
Beauty.
Thank you. Perfectly said. Yes.
There you go.
Because yes, they look great. Kubrick
Yeah.
has an eye for the scene.
Yeah, there's certain aspects of his movies that I like. So, and I think that encapsulates it perfectly. I do like 2001, but like I saw it once, and I won't go back and watch it again
Clint.
because it's so
When was the
effing
last?
long.
Because in high school we thought that was like the be all end all of like super cool movies. I watched it about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Could
saying. It was
not
the same with me in
remember-
high school. It's this edgelord teenager. It's just, oh, I'm a film buff.
Oh,
Face.
God, like, of course, everybody likes that movie.
Yeah.
It's so fucking boring.
Yeah,
Oh, God,
it really is. It drags.
Oh, Jesus.
I
I
saw
was
it
so
once,
annoyed at myself.
and it was probably 10 years ago.
Really bad.
but yeah, I like the imagery. I liked how menacing, Hal could be, with his monotone.
That's a movie I'd actually love to see get remade.
Yeah,
And be an actual
agree.
movie this time.
Yeah. With all the extra shots and the Earth from space stuff.
Well, I'm sorry. It's just like, did you guys ever see the Star Trek movie? Like the original Star Trek movie?
I think so.
It's very similar. Just these long, drawn out shots that are so fucking boring. But they're just like, look at this cool sci-fi stuff. So we're going to hold on it for like 3.5 minutes. And that doesn't seem like a long time, but when you're watching a movie, 3.5 minutes of it
Is long.
is long. And that's the problem with 2001. It's just learn to. People shit on like people like Paul W.S. Anderson who like do a cut every like second and a half to half second. But at least those are entertaining.
Welcome back.
That's my rant on Cooper.
I mean, I heard most of it, but my
Kubrick.
video went out. The cops are coming for me.
They found out he had a dirty martini.
Yep. That's right. They're on the way.
Mother got me liquored up.
Whose was that? That was yours, Nicole?
Yes.
Yes.
That was on my list too.
Well. Disgusting, grimy movie. Makes you want to take a shower at the end of it.
I mean, it is horrific.
Yeah. Ryan, I think we are at you.
All right. I'm going to go with a movie that I saw in the theater no less than 4, possibly 5. I'm not sure if my memory is lying to me. I know I saw it at least 4 times because I fucking love this movie.
Okay.
This, in my opinion, is the greatest shark movie ever made.
Deep blue sea, bitches.
Deep Blue Sea.
Yes, that was number 1 on my list. That was the first
Rennie
one I wrote down.
fucking Harlan.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
That's on my list too.
Wow. Wow.
Amazing. The practical sharks look so fucking good.
Yeah.
Like there are scenes that I'm convinced they use real sharks.
Really?
Yes, really.
Yeah. It's the movie that Jaws 3 should have been.
I mean, I love
Movie that Jaws
but I
should have
definitely
been.
don't think they look
Oh,
real.
damn.
God.
Ryan.
The
Did you say it was
soundtrack.
better
Never
than
cease
Jaws?
to amaze me.
Yes, it's
Nothing
better
you
than
say
Jaws.
surprises me anymore.
What? Oh my God.
I mean, Thomas Jane, I love you.
You're
LL Cool J as the chef, Thomas Jane.
Chef with the parrot.
I'm sorry, the practical sharks look great. There has never been a better looking practical shark than in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're trying to argue that the shark in Jaws look better than this? Yes, in Jaws was
it's
made
also
like
a different time. The
Yeah,
effects
40
were
years
not
ago,
what
I'm
they
sure,
are.
I thought these looked really CGI,
Yeah.
but maybe I'm.
well, there are some CGI shots with the sharks that don't look great, but
Yeah.
the
There's
practical sharks do look very good.
Jaws was the perfect storm, honestly. And it okay. And I don't know what she's doing. She just dropped her phone. But it was they were forced to change their plan and take a different approach to the movie, and it
Was
I want to say it accidentally worked better than what they had planned. in my
yeah,
opinion.
everybody. I mean, even he knows that.
Yeah,
Spielberg even says that.
yeah,
Jaws is probably the best 35-minute finale that I've ever seen in a thriller, preceded by a movie I really don't give two shits about.
Damn.
Deep
Mike,
Blue Sea, on the other hand,
mic drop.
has Samuel L. Jackson. Nobody saw that death coming.
Oh my God, that is the best scene. I gotta be that.
That
and
was
when,
the greatest.
That was also an example of some shitty CGI. I'll give you that. That CGI looked like ass.
Is it Stellan Skarsgård in that? Where
Yes.
he's on the
I think
on
it's
the
right.
gurney.
shark's mouth on the gurney.
Yes, and he's coming towards the window.
Yeah.
And he
Come on,
uses,
the shark uses him
I forgot
to
about
break
that.
the glass.
yeah.
I have
That's
to
the
watch
best
that.
And then he's
scene.
having that smoke. And then
And
the
he's-
shark is like, fuck
He's
that. Like,
yeah,
that
and he's
causes
still
cancer.
alive when it happens.
So
So
the
you can
shark,
just see the expression on his face. It's
Yep.
awesome.
and before that,
I
the shark
love it.
jumps up and bites off his arm. Oh my
That-
God,
that-
this movie fucking rules.
I do love the movie. I just
The movie is fantastic. That was probably the best surprise kill I've ever seen in any horror movie. Was
But
Samuel L.
we're
Jackson.
not
That
going
took
to
me out
die
of my chair.
today.
Yes.
First, we're going to seal off this door and
how I learned to make the perfect omelet.
Yep. It was
two eggs,
it
not
was a
three. Most people
great
use
movie.
milk for density, but this is a mistake.
This is a mistake.
I still use milk. I don't give a shit what he says.
I use water.
I do use milk too.
He's not wrong.
This, like people say how Jaws is the perfect storm because of the limitations of the effects. This is a perfect storm of like late 90s, early 2000s filmmaking. The soundtrack, the almost over the top acting, but they somehow managed to reel it in a bit.
Mhm.
The quick shots,
That's-
like Rennie Harlan is like, this man has given us, people shit on it. I do like Cutthroat Island. He gave us Cliffhanger. I don't like Die Hard 2, but I admit it's a well-made action movie. This dude is the king of action, and Deep Blue Sea is no exception. He somehow managed to combine horror and action and give us, like I said, in my opinion, the greatest killer shark movie of all time.
What's her name? Saffron Burrows? Saffron.
Oh, the main girl?
Yeah, she's very hot. What's her name? She's always a bitch.
I think that is, yeah, Saffron Burrows sounds right.
Saffron something.
But that's and she was supposed to live, but the test screen audience was so pissed
hated
because she's
her.
clearly the villain.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so everybody got pissed, so they changed the ending so that LL Cool J lived and she died.
Which I like so much better. I'm so glad he lived. I love him.
That is funny.
That
don't really
speech he
see
gives
her
at
as
the
a
end when the
villain,
water's
though.
filling up, and he's just like, because I
What's-
carry a big stick and I'm the meanest mother in the valley. So good.
What are you saying, Nicole?
I
Sorry,
don't
Nicole.
really see her as a villain
Oh,
because
Saffron
she's
Burrows?
trying. What she's trying to
Well,
do
she's
is
trying
to do
cure
good.
Alzheimer's. Yeah.
She's trying
Like
to do
her
good, but she's going about it the
intentions are
wrong
good.
way. She's lying about the way they're doing it. They're being sleazy about it. She created these super sharks.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
then
That
when
then
she
start
should have
killing
killed
everybody.
it, when it started killing humans and she could have killed it there, she let it go. And then all these other deaths happened because of that. So
She's
But in
doing
the
the-
end, she sacrificed herself to save who was left.
Which is a much
Yeah.
better ending because she did. She redeemed
Yeah.
herself there with that self-sacrifice.
Yeah.
She's a classic example of a villain who's doing the wrong things, but for the right reasons.
and
Right.
the chick that got the crotch chump, like
Oh my God.
that was like insult to injury or something, she got
Yeah, that picks her up. You think she's jumped for like to be saved, but no,
and then she
shark.
got ate out by the shark, but
Literally.
literal.
Yep.
This movie fucking slaps. I don't care what anybody says. This
It's
is the
a
greatest
great
shark
movie.
movie of all time.
She got the cut in
Like-
half blues.
Yeah, man.
Biting my tongue so hard on that one. Jesus.
I approve of this.
I-
movie.
And I'm so pissed because there's like 3 of these now, and the sequels are just direct-to-video bullshit.
I've
Yeah.
never
Yeah,
seen
I don't
those
think I've
sequels.
actually seen either of the sequels, to be honest.
They're not
with
worth
you.
it.
No.
I feel like I tried the second one, but if it didn't have Thomas Jane and it didn't have everybody
Which, to
else,
be
got
fair, why
eight-
don't they have Thomas Jane? What is Thomas Jane doing
what's
right
he
now?
doing? Right?
Oh, Thomas Jane. Actually, is in. I'm very excited about this. Thomas Jane is going to be in a shark movie this year.
Really?
Directed by Rennie Harlan.
Ooh. Which shark movie is this?
I don't know. I just saw it on I think Mike shared it to the Scream Until You Like It Facebook
I'll have
page.
to check because
Hmm.
I like shark movies very much and I like Thomas Jane very much.
But I mean, it's Rennie Harlan. It's Thomas Jane. It's a shark movie. The
Yeah.
last time they got together for a shark movie, we got Deep Blue Sea. So I'm all
He's
on
like,
board.
I'm all in.
You're like, nothing could possibly go wrong with this scenario.
I refuse to believe. Although
What's Samuel
last
L.
Rennie-
doing right now?
the last Rennie Harlan movie I saw was Exorcist Beginning,
Mm.
and that was a little rough. Not Rennie Harlan's fault though. He was brought in to
That was
fix
the
a movie that was
Stellan
already broken.
Skarsgård one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, again, Stellan Skarsgård.
I love that movie.
I forgot that he was in both those.
I've not seen that one.
Oh, there were two
I will-
versions, though.
Yeah,
will
that's a
reserve
conversation
judgment.
for a whole nother night.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole other thing.
because that is actually a very interesting discussion.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Rennie Harlan basically the Cole's Nose version. There was an Exorcist prequel. It was fucking broken. Rennie Harlan was brought in to touch it up, make it a little more action heavy, and we got Exorcist the Beginning.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I love
But
them both.
Yeah, he had to reshoot about 70 to 80% of the movie.
I don't know which one I saw. I
Damn.
saw it once.
I
would
like the
watch it.
Dominion a little better than the beginning, just because I feel an Exorcist movie shouldn't be so action heavy.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I saw. I feel like I saw Dominion. I remember that
Possible.
name. Now I got to go study.
There's Exorcist the Beginning, or there's Dominion prequel to the Exorcist.
Mhm.
I know I saw that one.
Okay,
In one,
so
the
that, yeah,
kid's
that's
possessed, and the other one, the woman's possessed.
yeah. There's a kid that's possessed in one, and the other one, it's the main girl.
Okay, I saw the Dominion one. All right.
Hmm.
Are we back to me again?
Top
Mhm.
Deep Blue Sea, I dare you.
I think we are.
Oh, I can't do better than it. But how about one I had not thought about in many years? Single white female.
Oh,
Holy shit.
That was
I didn't
on
think
my
of
list,
that
but
either.
after 9 p.m.
What's that?
Oh.
Oh, it's 9:23.
Well, but it's still, I mean, I consider it a horror movie. It is pretty horrific. I don't know what is it a thriller technically? But she takes a guy out with a stiletto between the eyes. Like that's
Yeah.
that's a pretty good death scene.
Sounds impossible.
Has everybody seen said movie, Single White Female? Clint?
Not in
Nope.
its entirety.
Really?
Never
Yes.
seen it.
Got Jennifer Jason Leigh moving in with Bridget Fonda.
Yes.
I don't remember who Bridget Fonda's boyfriend is. I could look it up on the interwebs, but
I want to say Steven
She-
Weber. I don't know why.
it might, you could be right about that. She basically, Bridget Fonda's got everything. She's got the boyfriend, she's got the job, she's got, the apartment.
Steven Weber.
It is Steven Weber.
it was
He
Steven
was
Weber. Okay.
Very cute.
How do I remember that? Jesus.
And she just
Must have left an
insinuates
impression.
herself into Bridget Fonda's life and then cuts her hair the same way, starts dressing like her, and becomes practically interchangeable with her, and then tries to just steal her life and becomes very creepy about it. So I guess it could be considered a thriller and not horror, but like I said, she kills the boyfriend with a stiletto between the eyes, so I think that counts as horror.
Yeah. It's all right. I'll accept it because I mean
It's after 9 o'clock.
I gave a movie earlier before 9 o'clock that was technically sci-fi. So
Now that we're starting at 8, should we do after 10 o'clock?
what?
Don't get crazy now, son.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, if you want 2 hours of challenging yourself not to do that.
Although
And,
usually I try not to, but I still think this one holds up because
Yeah.
it's a pretty scary movie when you think about it.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
No,
that
I've never seen
absolutely
it.
would be.
You've never
Um,
seen it, huh? It's a good movie. You'd like it, I think.
Yeah. Although I'd be tempted to murder a roommate anyway who started copying everything I do.
Yeah. Yeah, no joke. It's
It's like the
pretty-
shadow game. It's like they start dressing like me, doing their hair like me.
Yeah, like
You know?
cut her hair and styled it and colored it so it's exactly
Yeah.
like you. So from the back, the boyfriend thinks it's his girlfriend and it's not. It's the
Yeah.
weird roommate.
Yeah.
That's all creepy, and
Yeah. Those are all signs that you need to murder your roommate.
I think so. 100%.
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry,
Mhm.
George,
That's right.
but a good one nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's right. Well, I think I'm going to mention a movie that is not a horror movie, even though I thought it was, and I'm only going to bring it up because I watched it today. And that one character that I was talking about, that one actor who was in it, what did I say his name was? Damn it! Here we go again. Macon Blair. Macon Blair was in this movie. This is called Blue Ruin.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, Macon Blair. Well, he was in Green Room. He was in, well, shit, probably another movie you didn't see, Murder Party, which is
I might have
actually
seen
really
Murder
good.
Party.
I like Murder Party. It's a good movie. But Blue Ruin, he plays this guy who's all broken up and kind of reclusive because his parents were killed. And they open up the movie with basically the person who went to jail for killing his parents has been released. So he goes back to his hometown simply with the intentions of murdering this guy.
As one does.
Yeah. So, and strangely enough, he's successful, even to his own shock. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because he thought he was just going to get killed trying to kill this guy. But no, he managed to do it. He managed to get away. And he spends the rest of the movie running, trying not to get killed, and like very narrowly escaping death and managing to kill a few others along the way, and then setting up a final showdown once he learns all the things that he should have known to begin with, and just tries to put an end to what's happening because he wants to protect what's left of his family. Doesn't go so hot. That's all I can really say about it. So
What's it called again?
called Blue Ruin.
I'm going to add that to my list. I would like
I've
to see.
never heard of it.
Good luck finding it. The
Oh,
only
yeah?
place, well, the only place I was able to watch it for nothing was on Vizio TV. But I think it might be on Freevee.
I have Freebie.
So you might be able to find it there.
Okay.
Yeah. But I searched for it, thinking, oh, well, maybe it's on a free app somewhere. And the only place I could watch it was on Vizio TV. And that was with a billion commercials. Yeah, it's like every 5 minutes I had a commercial break that was like, I don't know, 2 minutes long. It's horrible. It was like being a kid again, watching TV on network television.
I don't have to do that much.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Where it's like, oh, commercial, time to go to the kitchen. Wait for somebody to yell from the other room. It's back on. You go running
Never
back, try
ran
not
so
to miss
fast
anything.
your whole damn life.
Exactly. Right. It's like that. Found myself doing all the same stuff I did when I was a kid. It's like, oh, another commercial. I go to the other room to do something.
Oh, he was in The Hunt. I love that guy. All right. I
Yeah.
love The Hunt. That's such a good movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I do believe that's true.
And it is on Freebie.
Cool. Yeah.
And
So,
Plex.
yeah. I didn't know if it was free on Plex, though. It might not be.
I think Plex only is free.
Oh, well, sometimes.
But they
you
have
gotta-
commercials too, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. It's the same amount.
Yeah.
All right. It's on the list now. It's going to happen.
Well, all right. Well, I'll leave it there since I know no one else saw it.
Yeah.
Nope, sorry.
It's all right. Oh, getting some more suggestions here. Green Mile. No
That's on my
less.
list too. Black Phone's on my list too.
Oh, look at that. So, hey, maybe they'll come up.
Or he could come on the show.
Yeah, like
It's true.
sometime this year.
Could do that.
Yes, you could.
Bam.
Send him a link.
Just say the word. And I'll send a link. Hmm.
So what are we at,
Anyhow.
Nicole?
We are back to Nicole.
Okay. It's after 9. I'm gonna go with one. I got it. Not really considered horror, but it was more of a thriller, and I was really surprised that I liked it because the first time
Okay.
I put it on, I'm like, oh, there's all this hype. Let me just watch it, and I really enjoyed it. I'm going with Black Swan.
Oh, that was on my list.
Good movie.
That was fantastic. Natalie Portman and Barbara Hershey, the troubled ballerina. It just the ending was a little confusing until it finally ended, but
Mhm.
I thought it was great. It was just fantastic. The descent into madness type movie. Could what?
Could what?
Well, let us test this theory.
Yes. Send him a
Yeah.
link.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that movie a lot.
So-
I saw that in the theaters back in the day. It was actually really good.
Yeah.
They called
saw
it Black. They called it Black Swan because Grey Goose was already taken.
Ha ha! I see what you did there, sir.
Uh
You made a vodka joke.
huh. That's right. That's right.
My favorite kind.
Anyhow, Black Swan. I have not seen it. What is the general idea of this?
The general idea is Natalie Portman is a ballerina. She wants this part in I think it was Swan Lake.
Okay.
And her mother is Barbara Hershey, who is just nuts. Very controlling, like living her life through her daughter. And the things she goes through, like the injuries with dance and the starving herself to be thin enough and all of that kind of stuff. And she basically, it goes into she just basically goes crazy. She starts, I don't know if it's multiple personality. She has like an imaginary friend almost, who she thinks is her competition. And yeah, it just goes into, she gets the part and, um, spoiler alert, she dies in the end. She thinks she kills this person. She doesn't. She actually stabbed herself. And that's how the movie ends. She just falls.
Like a
The
little bit of
scene
a
in the play.
Tyler
Tyler
Fight
Durden type
Club.
thing. Yeah. Yeah.
She's
Oh,
playing
Yeah.
both sides of it.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
so
it
it's
was
Fight Club for chicks.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah, with ballet.
And the imaginary friend was Mila Kunis.
So there's a lot of sex between like Mila Kunis
there's
and Natalie
some
Portman and stuff.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh.
hotness stuff in there. Yeah.
Well, sounds like Black Swan just made Ryan's list.
It did.
At this point, I think Black Swan would be on Schindler's List.
The fuck?
I don't know what that was.
That's a joke. Anyhow.
What?
Which I have never seen. Okay.
What's up?
Schindler made
Which
another
I've
list.
never
It's
seen.
movies he needs to see.
Did you guys
Wow.
ever see that video describing why dudes like lesbians so much?
I don't think
No.
so.
So this person like holds up, they're like, wow, a candy bar. I love candy.
Uh-huh.
Wow, another candy bar. Two things I like together.
Hey, Nicole, you ready for this?
What?
Yeah.
Hi.
What?
It's about time.
What's happening?
Can we hear you?
Welcome, special guest. I don't know.
Oh, can you hear us?
Can you hear him?
I don't think he can hear us.
Say something.
Can you hear us?
Hello. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Where's your mic?
I don't know.
I
You might have to go
Oh,
out. and
there we
back
go.
in again.
Got it.
Oh, we got you. Can you hear us?
Yep, I can hear you.
Hey, buddy.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Pew, pew.
Welcome
Yay.
to the show. The shit show, that is.
The shit show, as it were.
Yeah. Yeah. You showed up just in time.
Yep. Just talking about lesbians. All right.
And slapping candy bars together for some reason.
That's two things you like. Anyway.
Yeah, he's like,
Candy bar. Here's another candy bar. I don't even remember. Oh, Black Swan. I was like,
Was
what
it-
were we even talking
what
about?
was it? A left Twix and a right Twix?
Mm.
I don't know.
No, it was two rights. Hen.
I was just
Oh,
trying to
damn
explain why I was just trying to
Oh,
explain why
that makes
Black
more
Swan
sense.
went to the top of my list. That's all I was trying to do.
Okay. Okay.
Black Swan.
Swan. Who said that?
I
Nicole?
did.
Nicole.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, Olin, you seen Black Swan?
Yes, I have.
Okay. What do you think of it?
That was a good movie.
Okay. 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 I'll take a word for it. I've not
I
seen
need
it.
to watch it.
Yeah, Ryan has to watch
I'm
it,
more so
obviously.
now than before, but I do
Yeah.
need to watch it. I've heard nothing but great things about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
movie
really
about
well done movie.
psychotic break and
Everybody
just-
loves a good breakdown movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it
Yeah.
sounds weird.
Everybody
So I know like
Fight
Black
Club for
Swan was up
chicks.
for several awards. It's clearly like a very good movie.
Mhm.
Right.
I need to actually prepare myself because I like bad movies. And the reason I like bad movies is because I don't have an attention span.
Mhm.
So if I am going to watch a good movie, I need to prepare myself for it to actually pay attention to it.
I get that.
I understand.
I
that
watched
completely.
Anaconda 3 yesterday. I get that.
Oh my god. You did?
Best in the franchise.
Wow.
I
Never
just
saw
I needed
it.
something brain dead.
Yeah.
And it was
yeah.
the perfect movie for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That wasn't the one with David Hasselhoff, was it?
It
Mhm,
was
mhm,
the one with
Oh,
David
okay. Well,
Hasselhoff.
that is the good one. That's funny. All right. Ryan, I think we're back at you now.
So I'm actually going to, because every single movie we've mentioned tonight is got color in the title.
Mhm.
I'm going to take advantage of the fact that you mentioned color could be thematic.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to go with The Sixth Sense.
Ah, nice.
Mm.
I see where you're going with this.
Because
It
of
was-
the red.
I don't.
It was the red. Every time there was a ghost
Yeah,
in the movie, there was something red to indicate that.
right. The balloon, the sweater, the
The balloon,
door-
the red door handle.
Yeah, the door handle. Or door
Um,
knob.
Good movie.
And it was actually a
Um,
very smart little nod by Shyamalan. And it's something you don't even pick up until possibly a third or fourth. Now, granted, in the days of the, the internet being so mainstream, but when this movie first came out, like we were lucky to get Flash cartoons to work. Like,
Right.
Right.
so you didn't have the internet back then. But
Mhm.
nowadays, of course, everybody knows, oh, they're the red. At the time, it was something you would pick up on multiple watches. And it was very smart by Shyamalan because he was basically giving it away from almost the beginning of the movie that, spoiler alert for a 28-year-old movie, it turns out that the ghost was Bruce Willis all along.
Son of a bitch.
No
But-
He was
way.
dead the whole time.
It
Because
can't be.
every scene with Bruce Willis has something red in it.
Yeah.
That is true.
I've seen that movie 20, 30, 40 times. I never caught that.
The
Yeah.
red?
Really?
Never.
Seriously, Nicole,
caught
go
it.
watch it again. It'll blow your mind.
I'm
Yeah,
going to.
every time. When he's at
Damn.
the sleepover party and he gets locked in the room or at the
I remember the
birthday party,
balloon.
the
Yeah.
balloon
Mhm.
is red.
And
I
the door
tear his
handle.
red sweater. The door handle. But it's everything. Every time there's just
Yeah,
something
I
that's
think
just
it's
shockingly
I think it's
red.
when he walks in and his mom and Bruce Willis are sitting across from each other.
Yeah.
He's wearing a red sweater, I believe. If I remember right.
Never caught that. I'm going to get my movie card taken away.
No, it's
I'm not
something that
catching any of this kind of stuff.
it's when Clint brought up the whole like we can use color as color
Right.
is something that impacts the movie.
Yeah.
It was the first thing
Right.
that popped in my head was Red in the movie The Sixth Sense,
Huh.
which, let's be fair, M. Night should have fucking pocketed that and started with like The Lady in the Water first. Because The Lady in the Water is fine, okay? Don't get me wrong, it's fine.
No, it's not. No, it's
It's
not.
I actually like
fine.
it.
It's fine. You know,
God.
or not Signs. What's that other one? The Village. It's all right.
I like the villain.
I like the
I
No,
like
it's
village.
good.
Village.
It's fine. It's good. He needed to build up to The Sixth Sense. The problem is Shyamalan threw us The Sixth Sense
He
out of the park.
basically came too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
He burst out of those gates hard.
Yeah, he's been trying to chase that dragon ever since, and we've never
And then the
gotten it.
happening happened.
Oh no.
God.
What? No.
That movie's terrible.
Oh my God. He's 50-50. For me, he's always been
He is.
50-50.
No, he is to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah. got
Sometimes
a
you
new
get
one coming out.
The Last Airbender. Sometimes you get
Never seen that.
Never saw it either.
what was that recent one he did? It was based on the
Oh.
novel Cabin at the Edge of the Woods or something.
Oh
Knock
yeah,
at the cabin door.
Knock
Knock
at the
at the cabin
cabin
door.
door.
That was good.
and-
That was really
I
good.
enjoyed that a lot. I did.
and,
It
what
made me
was
read the book.
So he's 60-40 now.
The Visit.
Eh,
The Visit. I like The Visit. I
I
thought that was
wasn't a
done
fan
well.
of the visit. That kid
Too
was
many
so
adult
annoying, I
diapers
just
getting
Oh,
couldn't
the
watch
fucking
it.
kid was annoying as hell, but Granny freaked me out. Yeah,
It was creepy.
Too many adult diapers.
Sometimes I still like. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes when I get disappointed by a movie, I will go back and rewatch The Last Airbender just to be reminded about
Oh.
how disappointed I could be.
Aw.
Wow. You just like to torture yourself.
Well, just it makes me appreciate what I just watched even more because I'm like, well, at least it's not The Last
At least
Airbender.
it's not The Last Air. I've never seen The Last Airbender, but it's come
I
up so
haven't.
many
Oh.
times this week already.
Myself, Jen, my
better.
kids were such huge fans of the show.
Of the anime.
And well, I don't know if is it an anime when it's done by an American studio?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know how that works. I don't watch enough anime to know. But the Last
Fair.
Airbender show is fantastic. And that movie is a fucking dumpster fire. But hey, he made The Sixth Sense. The Sixth Sense had a lot of red.
There you go.
That's the whole point of all this.
That was the whole thing.
I ask if anybody else has seen The Sixth Sense, but I mean, we clearly all exist. So
Yeah.
of course we've seen it.
That's right. That's right. And those were words you just said. Yes.
Those are words.
It's true. Everybody's seen The Sixth Sense.
Yes.
It's true.
I've
and
seen
it's
it
good.
50 fucking times and I never caught the red thing. So yeah, there we
So
go.
funny. But
Yeah.
now when you watch it 51 fucking times, you'll be
I'm
like,
gonna catch it. I'm gonna watch it
Yeah.
again just to see the
tonight
red.
you're gonna be putting that
You're
on
gonna catch it all. You're
Yeah.
gonna be like, damn it, they were right.
All right. Well, for my next one, I'm gonna take the red theme.
Oh,
And
Okay.
let's go with Red State.
Red State.
Has anybody seen the movie Red State?
I have, and I
don't
didn't
think
put it
so.
on my list because I don't feel, but it's after 9 p.m. I don't feel it's a horror movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, has anybody else seen it? It's a
Mm-mm.
Kevin Smith movie, so I know it's sort of a bit out there, but basically these teens get this invitation on the internet for like sex. And they go to this other town and they end up getting like locked in a cage and sacrificed for a bunch of Christian fundamentalists. And
Oh
it's
shit.
kind of terrifying because it's a cult with the preacher who actually is the guy from Tusk. Michael Parks is his name, I believe.
Mhm.
And he just plays, he's basically the leader of this cult. It's like a David Koresh kind of thing where they all have
Mm.
the guns and they're all like, I mean, literally children and yeah, it's a pretty fucked up movie, but very well done. I actually saw it at what's where the Rockettes play?
Radio City Music Hall.
Radio City Music Hall, and they did a Q&A with like John Goodman, Kevin Smith, Melissa Leo, all the actors in it were there for a Q&A. It was a hell of a day, but
Wow.
it's a great movie if you haven't seen it.
It is good. I own it on DVD.
Well, I might have to give it a try.
Yeah, I mean it's not straight horror, but it's I definitely would consider it a thriller action horror movie. Because again, these kids just think, "Oh, I'm going to go do this," and then they end up being just like stripped down, drugged and beaten and flayed out for the church and basically crucified in front of the church going folk.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. And then the FBI, I think it is, comes in to shut them down, and there's large amounts of gunfire and good times.
What was that standoff? It was
Probably-
like advertised everywhere. There was a standoff between a cult and the FBI. It ended in
David Koresh, yeah.
That was
Yeah.
Waco.
Waco,
That was Waco,
Texas.
yeah. It's like if that met the Wicker Man.
Yes.
Oh God.
That
Yeah.
would be pretty accurate, I think. Yeah.
What a terrible idea.
From the same guy that brought us Mallrats.
Yay!
Yeah. Thanks,
Love it,
Kevin.
Steve.
Fucking brilliant. I recommend it. And
Awesome.
IMDb gave it 6.1 stars.
It's definitely worth a watch. It's a very unique and it was nice to see. I grew up with Kevin Smith, like
Mhm.
Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy. Again, I was in like middle school to high school when these movies were coming out. This was my
This was a
personality.
departure.
Yeah, this was my personality for several years, Kevin Smith.
Mhm.
This was Kevin Smith being like, hey, I can actually do something serious and I can do something that hits hard. And he pulled it off.
Wow.
Yeah, it's well done.
Awesome. Yeah, I might have to give that a try.
Put it on the
even-
list.
Even though it sounds terrible.
Even though it sounds terrible.
That was good.
All right. All right. Owen!
Yes.
What do you got for us,
Welcome.
babe?
Yeah, thanks for being patient with us. Would you like to throw out a selection?
Yeah, Crimson Peak.
That's on
Crimson
mine as well. Crimson Peak.
Peak.
Crimson.
It's
Hmm.
Guillermo
Think
del
about the
Toro.
Crimson.
Guillermo
Have you
del
seen it?
Toro. I have not.
It's a
Tom
ghosty
Hiddleston.
movie.
It's a ghosty movie.
Is it
Yeah.
2015?
It's Tom Hiddleston, Mia Warshala,
Yeah.
And what's his name? Doug Jones again.
Doug Jones again.
Charlie Hunnam.
Oh wait,
Oh,
or is it
that's
Doug
right,
Jones or
Charlie.
is it the other guy?
No, Doug
Oh.
No,
Jones
it's Doug Jones.
is in it.
Okay.
Wasikowska. What's the matter with you? Come on now.
That one. Well, slow down. And you get to see Tom Hiddleston's booty. Just saying.
Oh. Strangely enough, that's not the only time.
You see his naked booty elsewhere?
Yeah, watch a movie called High Rise.
Okay, I will. It's an
Anyhow,
adorable little booty.
Olin, what do you like about this movie?
A little bit of everything. It's just
Okay.
all over the place.
Yeah?
It's a ghost story.
All over the place. Is
Yeah,
it
it's like a
ghost
good gothic
Ooh.
ghost story, I think.
Yeah, I got
Let me
some pretty good
see.
jump scares in there, here and there. Yeah, it's romance and horror.
Okay. In the aftermath of a family tragedy, an aspiring author is torn between love for her childhood friend and the temptation of a mysterious outsider. Trying to escape the ghost of her past, she is swept away to a house that breathes, bleeds, and remembers. That's what IMDb says.
Jim Beaver plays the
Jim
father,
Beaver?
I think. Jim Beaver. Isn't that his name?
It's hilarious, man.
Yeah. Was
From
he on?
Supernatural?
Yeah.
Jim Beaver.
Yeah.
And this is like old school. It's like period set. It's like 1800s or something.
Not to
Yeah,
be
it's-
confused with John Raccoon.
Completely different dude.
Mhm.
Yeah, like
It's a
that actually.
beautifully shot movie. It's just visually gorgeous.
Yeah.
This is actually like we mentioned with Kubrick.
Yeah.
It's the same with Del Toro, I feel. This movie is gorgeous. It oozes with amazing cinematography. The ghosts look amazing. That the house, everything about it, the way it's shot, the lighting, again, the color choices. This movie is gorgeous.
Yeah. That-
I don't think I like Del Toro as a filmmaker, though.
really?
I
Okay.
I liked what was that? I love
Pan's
Pan's Labyrinth.
Labyrinth.
Yeah.
It's a fucking
I-
gorgeous movie.
can't think of another movie he's done that I would
The
watch
Orphanage?
more than once.
Mm.
I've never seen The Orphanage. But Blade 2, Crimson Peak, Pacific Rim, that TV show he did for Netflix. I think it was
Oh,
Netflix.
that was good.
Yeah, no.
Cabinet of Curiosities.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love
couldn't
that.
get into that. But
Hellboy?
I actually like what's the newest one with Mila Jovovich and what's his name?
Oh,
David, the dude from Stranger Things.
Yeah, David
Hmm.
David Harbour. I
Harbour.
liked that one better than
I didn't
the
see
Del
that
Toro
one.
ones.
Hmm.
But there is no denying that Del Toro is a fucking beast when it comes to making movies. They're just
Mhm.
not for me.
That's fair.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Like
But
Kubrick.
goddamn, is Pan's Labyrinth not fucking awesome?
Yeah.
Pan's Labyrinth is just a beautiful fucking movie.
And I
Yeah.
loved, and Crimson Peak is another, like, I love the ghosts in Crimson Peak.
Mm-hmm.
I love the pieces of Crimson Peak. I just, as a movie as a whole, I don't know. But again, I'm the guy that argues that Alien 3 is the best in the franchise. So really, my opinion is moot.
We love you for
Okay.
being you.
Well. Yeah. Well, he does at least have a great name.
True story.
Del Toro means of the bull.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Guillermo means Guillermo.
Yeah, exactly.
Guillermo of the Bull.
That's right. Just looking at the trailer of it, it looks incredible.
It's a beautifully shot movie.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's probably the best gothic horror movie I've ever seen.
Okay. And despite the
Gothic.
fact, despite the fact that they made it look dingy on purpose, you know what I mean, and old, almost like they filmed it in like sepia or something like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of color in it.
It's very red. It's very
Yeah.
crimson.
Yeah.
Very red, but there's also a lot of blues to
Yeah.
allow that red to stand
really
out.
pop.
And one person was wearing a gold dress at one point that just popped. You know what I mean?
Was it gold or was it blue?
It looked gold. It looked gold to me. Looked
I
gold
see
to
what
me.
you did
It
there.
was of the bull. So.
The bull.
Mhm. All right.
Crimson. Olin, fantastic choice. Like I didn't even think of crimson. when it
I
came to
didn't
color.
either.
Yeah, it's a color, isn't it?
It's a color.
It is. It's type of red.
Yeah, it was a good movie. It was just missing a lot of the story. I think they could have done a little more with it. But
Mm-hmm.
But we get Tom Hiddleston's bare ass, so
We do. It's
The
pretty
trade-off.
that doesn't do anything for me.
Olin,
adorable.
Olin summed it up though, and that's how I feel about Del Toro. Like everything about it was great, but the story didn't keep up with
Didn't
it.
grab you.
Weird.
Oh, just
Well,
wait.
okay.
Clint.
All right. Well, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to give you all the colors.
Oh,
Oh God, rainbow what?
rainbow.
Serpent in the rainbow.
Serpent in the rainbow. That is. It's
Yeah.
well, it's almost
Some-
10, so we'll let that
It's
one
on
go.
my list too.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong
It's a
with that movie.
Good one.
Nothing. That was terrifying.
Yeah. The thing I liked about it the best is probably its realistic take on the voodoo zombie
Mhm.
culture. Like the superstitious aspect. They kind of wiped that away.
The hoodoo and the voodoo.
Yeah.
that
And gave you a
used.
more realistic approach, where you're basically dosing someone to where they appear to be dead, and you bury them in order to bargain, to control them.
Mhm.
You make them believe they're dead and that they are now in
They belong to you.
permanent servitude to you. So it's I think that's a more realistic approach than the actual zombies.
Yeah.
Bill
know.
Pullman rocks.
Oh
Yeah. Most terrifying thing in the movie is when he got a nail driven through his scrotum.
Mm.
Saw that. I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God. Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
I don't recommend it.
Got to a hospital. He's wearing padded underwear. Welcome back, Ryan. I love it when someone comes back mid
Right in
conversation.
the middle of that.
Look,
Yeah.
it flew out of his butt.
I had to pee.
And you come back to some random comment. You're like, what?
Serpent in the Rainbow still?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bill Pullman wearing padded underwear after he got a nail through his scrotum. You caught up
Yeah.
now?
Oh,
Yes.
Nailed
Okay,
through the
cool. Oh, look at this. The spike through the no-no bits. Truly horrific.
No,
The
no.
no bits. Who said that? I can't even.
Thank you,
Joe.
Joe.
It's Joe.
Joe.
Yeah. Everybody's seen this, right? Everybody's
Oh,
seen
yeah.
this? Okay.
I own this on VHS.
Oh my.
Color me
Say that
surprised.
you're a fan. Mhm.
No,
So tell me you're
No,
a fan.
you're like,
without
you
saying
hate it.
you're a fan.
Yeah,
because I never bought it at anything else after that.
I got you. I see. Well,
Kinda boring.
isn't that the joke? You know, somebody saying, "Oh, I absolutely hate that movie. It's terrible," and the next sentence, "I own it on VHS,
VHS,
DVD, and
DVD.
Laserdisc."
Yep.
Yes, but I only own this on VHS.
Right,
Still good.
but you still own it.
But
Kind of like how I only own Theodore Rex on VHS.
Oh my God.
Theodore Rex.
Theodore Rex. Wow.
I love it.
All right, well, I think all the steam is out of that one. Go ahead, Nicole.
Okay. All right, since it's after 9 and it's almost 10.
Yes.
Because I don't have any horror left on my list.
Oh, really?
I still got tons of horror.
Oh,
Didn't grab my
None.
phone.
I'm gonna go with just a visually astounding movie. I'm gonna go with What Dreams May Come.
Ooh, that is a nice movie.
And there are actually some
Robin.
scary scenes in there when he's traveling through hell, you know. It's
very true.
it's just a fantastic movie.
I hadn't thought about that one. That was a one and done for me.
Shame.
Okay, I've watched it like a
And-
dozen times.
And it's not that it was a bad movie. It's just, I don't know. I just never felt the
Sad.
urge to watch it again.
It
Yeah,
is sad.
I think that's the
Yeah.
reason. What dreams
Nicole
may
mentioned
come.
the Green Mile, didn't she?
No.
No.
Oh.
That's on my list too, though.
It is.
Mine
What'd you
too,
mention?
yeah. What dreams may come.
Oh shit!
Robin Williams and Annabella Sciorra, and yeah.
This was. Remember that awkward like I'm a film buff phase in like high school I went through.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I saw this movie so many fucking times.
I love this movie. I do.
Visually, it's beautiful.
Visually, it's stunning with the paint when he
It's a
first
beautiful
gets there, and
story.
it is a beautiful story. He travels through hell to get the love of his life. You know, it's amazing.
It's pretty.
I haven't thought about this movie in so long.
I know. I mean, I haven't seen it in 25 years.
Cuba Gooding Jr., Max von Sydow, and
Oh my god!
it's just
Robin
an incredible
Williams.
film.
How did he not win an Academy Award for this movie?
I don't know. How did he not win for a lot of movies? And he's a lot like Jim Carrey for me. I prefer him in serious roles.
Oh, he's
Good
so
Bill
good in this.
Hunting.
Oh, yeah.
He's so amazing in that.
Yeah. 1 Hour Photo, Insomnia.
Yep.
Yeah.
This especially though, this movie. This is one of the best dramas I've ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm. It is, and like I said, there were some scary scenes in there. You know, he's traveling to hell, and the ground filled with the faces. You know, and you know, it's just.
And he meets like his grandpa or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what he's saying here. Honorable mentions for color. Vamp had amazing green and magenta
Vamp.
light throughout.
Yeah,
Oh, Vamp. Sorry.
Vamp with Grace Jones and
There's
you
too
know.
many capital letters there. I'm a sucker for that. Yeah. Okay. I've not seen that, so I could not comment.
Are you serious?
Green, and
You never seen Vamp?
Are you serious?
yes.
Who hasn't seen Vamp?
Clint.
Oh, dude,
Hey.
I don't even like
Oh.
vampire movies, and I've seen Vamp. I own Vamp.
It's Grace.
Vamp was one of the
Jones.
sexiest vampire
that
movies I've
means
ever seen.
nothing. You owning a movie means nothing.
I own Vamp.
Seriously, if you want a
So,
sexy
Grace
vampire movie,
Jones
you watch Grace Jones as a vampire.
in
It is
white
a
paint.
quintessential 80s. Robert Russler, Chris Makepeace.
Robert Russler was so good.
He was so
Love
good. Formica, go figure.
Wow.
It's just, yeah, you gotta watch Vamp.
Wow.
Horny Boys and Vampires.
Mm-hmm.
Grace
I know.
Jones.
Owen, have
done-
you seen it?
No, I haven't.
It's a
Fuck.
classic.
Next watch along.
Oh, dude, yeah.
is
Yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
would
see if I can.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can find an ad-free version of Vamp.
is
I think it's on
Grace
the server.
Jones
It's on the
in
server.
some
on the
sort
server.
of
Yeah, but the server
Japanese kabuki makeup?
Yeah, the white paint
kind of, sort of,
Got
for a
the white
bit. Yeah.
little-
with the yeah,
All right.
the booby curls.
the booby curls. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Between Vamp and Conan the Destroyer, how was Grace Jones not in more movies?
I don't know.
She couldn't act. She was just hot.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much.
And neither could half the other chicks in the '80s who couldn't act because
Good
they were
point.
hot.
I think she had a musical career for a while too.
She did.
Yeah.
That's what she was known for.
Yeah.
I think she did a really awful rendition of Demolition Man.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I remember that.
The movie?
Yeah. You should go check that out.
Oh my god, I can't believe you guys have never seen Vamp.
Yeah,
I've
change
actually
that.
watched it within the year.
I'm sorry.
I
I
don't
think
even like
whenever we did the
vampire
vampire
movies.
hangout, I did it then.
Yeah.
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 We're watching that.
Okay.
I'm down for that. I
All right.
friggin' love Vamp.
Yeah,
I'll
just
watch it,
sorry.
We'll do Vamp.
I will watch it for sure.
Okay.
Oh, am I up?
You're up. Yes, that was.
Oh shit. Okay. Sec. Pull up my list. All right, I'm gonna bring up sorry, more of a thriller, but I definitely argue when we talk about thriller being horror, I definitely argue this is leaning more into horrific territory. I'm gonna bring up Red Dragon,
Red Dragon. Yes, that was going to be my next one.
which is the prequel to Silence of the Lambs and the
Yep.
remake of the movie Manhunter.
Correct.
William Peterson,
Peterson, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. William Peterson was in Manhunter.
Was in Manhunter.
Edward Norton.
Edward Norton and Ralph Fiennes.
Right, Ray Fiennes.
Yeah.
Is it
His
Ray or
name is
Ralph? I thought it was
spelled
Ralph.
but
Ralph.
it's called Rafe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rafe Fiennes.
He's Voldemort.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
Voldemort.
He's Voldemort.
We see Voldemort's taint in this movie. That's all I'm saying.
You really do. You see a whole lot of Voldemort in this movie.
He is very vulnerable. But
Jesus
I do prefer Manhunter over Red Dragon. But as far as like the modern, like we have to look at the Hannibal trilogy as what it is. We have Red Dragon, we have Silence of the Lambs, and we have Hannibal. Red Dragon is easily the best in this trilogy. I know a lot of people love Silence of the Lambs, but I gotta give it to Red Dragon. This movie is
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
it's one of the best examples of a police procedural thriller I can think of.
Yeah. It's a great movie.
And actually, we could even almost bring up Manhunter with the fact that we use colors as a theme,
Right.
That's true.
because that movie is all about color.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys seen Red Dragon?
Yes. The book's better.
Jesus Christ. It's one of those guys. Well, the book.
The book's better because I wasn't envisioning Edward Norton when I was reading it.
That's why I like William.
Nobody
Peterson
wasn't.
better.
Everything Edward Norton is in, nobody envisions Edward Norton in that role.
Except for
I don't know how
Probably
Edward
in
Norton
any
keeps
role.
getting roles.
Because of
Because apparently he's an
Primal
asshole.
I've heard this.
He gets into the editing room and starts screaming at people.
Oh,
I don't like him.
well.
But at the same time, you got to look at his movies. You got Red Dragon, you got American History X. Like
Fight Club.
the Fight Club, the movies come out looking good. Oh my god, I'm just trying to picture Edward Norton and David Fincher fighting together, and
Yeah.
it's not looking good for either party.
Yeah, you're right. There's not enough taint in the book.
I'm gonna say this right now, okay. And this is dudes, chicks, everything. Nobody looks good naked while they're running at full sprint. Okay, it's just one of those things.
What?
Okay, even when you're even at peak physicality, things jiggle that shouldn't be jiggling, and it just loses all the luster.
That's right.
There is
That's why
an
Daywatch does it in
exception.
slow motion.
No,
Sadler in his Die Hard 2 days could have gotten away with it.
but he wasn't running. He was
I'm saying if he was, he would have still looked beautiful.
no,
Yeah.
there's no way.
There's no-
Always sitting there like the Godfather with the
Yeah.
Did you just say prove it?
Yeah.
Dude, I am 250 pounds. There would be so much shit jiggling.
Watch it wing.
Yeah. I'm serious though. I don't care how fit you are, anything, how gorgeous you are. Nobody looks good running at full sprint.
You're not wrong. I think
It's like that Seinfeld episode. There are certain things people shouldn't be doing while they're naked.
when she was opening the jar.
Yeah. Things tense up. It ain't right.
Wow.
In this case, parts of the body jiggle. It's kind of like Baywatch, except instead of, the top half, it's the bottom half that's bouncing angrily.
angrily. Try
not good.
falling out a 30-story window.
It's not a good look. I'm just saying, it's not a good look.
Yeah.
Movie's
Yeah.
great.
Things wiggling.
Yeah.
And also you know what? Good for Ray fans. That's a lot of vulnerability to put out there for a movie that is basically, at this point now, a movie of the week.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah. Francis Dollarhide.
Ray fans did such a good job though, and I do love Tom Noonan. I like Tom Noonan more as Francis Dollarhide, but god damn did Ray Fiennes not do an amazing job.
Yeah.
High West.
Did good. Did good.
It's
All right.
a great movie. All right.
There,
Well,
there you have it.
I'm going to go with the red theme again.
Huh.
This time, it's actually probably my favorite Dario Argento movie, even more so than Suspiria, Deep Red. Bless you.
Wow.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Has
Do you
anybody?
like Deep Red better than Suspiria?
I do. I like Deep Red. I don't know why. I've always really liked that movie. Has anybody seen Deep Red?
I've not.
Okay, so it's like a piano player, and there's like a psychic, and she's doing one of these things like an audience, and then she touches on a murderer in the audience, but she doesn't know who it is, and then she ends up getting murdered because the guy comes for her, and then the pianist sort of sees it through the window and tries to solve the murder, and it's just, there's a couple really, really brutal scenes, but super good. Nobody seen this movie?
No.
Ryan? No? Where'd Ryan go? Did he go pee again?
Yeah, probably.
Son of a bitch.
Went to
Put
get
it on
another
your
shot
list.
of
I mean,
Bailey's.
like I said, I don't love Dario Argento movies. Like, I like him. I either really like them or really don't like them. This is just one I've always really enjoyed. It's funny. It's whodunit. The kills are pretty darn good. And some guy gets dragged behind a garbage truck and then crushed under the wheels, which is pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
My God, the trailer is disturbing.
Ooh, there's a trailer. Let me see.
Well,
Is that
it's
with the
guy-
weird doll?
Yeah, check IMDb.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's pretty colorful. Yeah, it looks like Argento.
Yeah, again with the red, with the whole,
Yeah.
But I don't know why I like this movie as much as I do. I mean, Suspiria is a great film, but this one's just a great whodunit, and I think, well, I don't want to give away who done it, but
Yeah.
they had me till the end.
Right. Interesting.
So
I'll write
I
it down.
recommend it.
I read it, Dan.
Me, Dan. My next couple, I don't know if anyone's gonna know. Olin, we're back to you, sir.
We are.
The Woman in Black.
That's something
Oh, God, I didn't even think of that one.
The Woman in Black.
Daniel
That was
Radcliffe.
Great. Oh
Vengeful
my
ghosts
God.
preying on children.
As they do.
That's what we want vengeful ghosts to do. Prey on children.
Mhm, that's right.
Got Daniel Radcliffe. Another period piece, but it's very well shot.
Adorable.
Another
It is
period
incredibly
piece.
well shot. It's very dark.
Oh,
Yeah.
2012.
Mhm.
I like the second one too, but it wasn't as good as the first one.
I only saw the second one once, and I don't remember anything about it. I don't think it hit me the same way the first one did, but
Yeah, it doesn't have as much of the ghost in it. I don't think it's more of a beforehand story or something like that.
Oh, like a prequel?
Yeah.
it's good though.
Sorry, what I miss out on? What are we talking about?
The Woman in
Uh,
Black.
Woman in Black with Daniel Radcliffe.
It was
You ever,
very creepy.
you ever seen it?
Oh, I love it.
Oh, well, all right.
One of the best ghost stories ever.
Glad I drew that out of you.
Sorry, I'm doing old people stuff. I'm sick. I have to use eye drops to try to fix my nasty looking eye.
Poor baby.
Did you do another shot of Buckley's?
Stop trying to make me overdose on Buckley's. It's been like, when did I take that?
Like
2 hours ago. You
2 hours ago.
4 to 6 hours.
We just want to see you like stumbling around the room and
Who picked the Woman in Black?
That would be Olin.
all in.
Fantastic choice. I didn't even think of it.
I know.
Such a good movie.
It was great. It was one of the
Yeah.
first that we saw. You actually saw like Daniel Radcliffe playing like an adult role.
Yeah.
It wasn't
got
long
away from
after
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he went like
Did you see his
180.
tape?
180. Yeah.
Did
Good
you
for
see
him,
him in Swiss Army Man?
Oh my god, that movie's fucking
Clint, was that
sick.
the one we watched in the Poconos? It was so
Yeah.
fucking funny.
Yes, it was.
Oh
With
my
the farting.
God, that was
The farting.
brilliant.
Have you seen Guns Akimbo?
I love that movie.
I don't think so.
Samara Weaving and
Samara Weaving
Yeah,
and Daniel
Radcliffe.
Radcliffe. Amazing movie.
I've seen him naked. Just saying. Can't ever get that out of my head now. It's the first thing I always think when I see him. I saw your wand.
It's so creepy because I do. I lust after Daniel Radcliffe. I think he's a beautiful man. But growing up, like seeing him grow up with Harry Potter and then going, "Ooh, he's hot!" Like,
I mean,
No, see, I
be fair-
can't think of him.
weird.
to be fair, dudes have been dealing this forever because, like Drew Barrymore in Charlie's Angels is fucking smoking hot.
Mm,
Yeah,
But then you remember Drew Barrymore was in E.T. and you're like,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
but it's okay because Drew Barrymore in Charlie's Angels is smoking hot. And as long as you
That's
keep
true.
it there, you're okay.
I should keep it there.
Right.
I had that with Anna Paquin. Like when I first saw True Blood, she was the little girl from the Goose movie, and I couldn't.
From the
Was that
Goose
Fly
movie.
Away Home?
Fly Away Home. Oh my God.
And then like all. Of a
I think
sudden
we're
you
the
see her,
only two
like,
people that
naked.
have seen that movie.
I've seen that one.
Olin, there we go. Olin for the save. There's 3 of us.
Then you see her naked. It's like no, I can't.
So strange.
Wasn't it like Jeff Bridges or someone that was in that too?
Yeah,
That's a good question.
I don't know.
Fly Away Home. Anybody else seen that? Anna Paquin
No.
builds the
No.
plane
To help the gooses go back
to help the Canadian geeses
Yeah.
go home.
The
The
screaming
goose-
cobra chickens. The
Yeah.
hissing cobra
Screaming
chickens.
cobra chickens.
These things are
Yeah.
assholes.
Yeah. All right. All right. So it's like when I saw The Hot Spot and saw Jennifer Connelly naked.
Uh,
It ruins it when you think about Labyrinth.
mm.
Oh yeah, she was only
I had a
16
hard
in
enough
that.
time with
Yeah.
this movie Poor Things with Emma Stone.
Okay.
Did anybody see this new movie, Poor Things?
No, I
I
haven't.
don't think so.
She's
think so.
very naked
Who's Emma
throughout this
Stone?
entire. Emma Stone,
Zombieland, The Help.
Easy A.
The ginger?
The ginger.
Yeah.
What?
She's like the cutest little thing, and then all of a sudden she's just very naked in this movie. And doing a lot of furious jumping, as she calls it.
Oh, see, that's another thing though. Jumping and naked.
Well, that's what she calls sex, because she doesn't know what it is. She calls it furious jumping. Can we do more of the
Fantastic.
furious jumping?
That's funny.
Woman in Black. I have not watched that in forever. That is on my list of needing to rewatch sooner than later. I remember that movie being absolutely terrifying.
Which one?
Woman in Black.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No more furious jumping for you.
It's weird.
Be right back.
Okay. That's funny.
All right, Mr. Clint.
Oh, we're back at me. Oh my God.
We are.
Wow. Wow.
Quite
wow,
a few
wow.
left, and I'm getting tired.
Oh, well, you know.
I'm still going strong.
Let's see.
I need
I
to
wonder,
dope myself up.
I wonder if I should compare my list to that
The
of
To a Summer's Day.
Mr. Paul. Because I know we had other ones that overlapped. Oh, yes, there's another one that overlaps. So Paul and I were like-minded in a couple of ways. How about
Do it.
White Zombie 1932?
You know?
Oh, fuck off.
What? You ever seen it?
Yes.
It's a great movie.
How was that a
Is
bad
it?
choice?
Is it?
Wouldn't say it's a great movie, but I mean, it technically.
It's a movie.
It's a
It
classic
technically
movie.
fits all the descriptions of what we need for.
Yeah. Yeah. You get to see Bela Lugosi contort his hands, you know, and control people with his zombie powers.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen that movie in 30 years, so I don't know. I'm talking out my ass here.
It's so good you can only find it on compilation DVDs in the $5 bin.
Yes.
Because it's friggin' public domain.
Basically.
Because nobody gives a shit about it.
Rude.
What I missed.
Wow.
Wasn't
White
that remade
Zombie.
into one of those Tales from the Crypt movies?
What?
What?
Yeah, with the chick from Dirty Dancing.
Oh,
White
Jennifer
Zombie
Grey.
was a better
better
band,
band.
just saying. No, you're right. It is. I love White Zombie.
Not with.
I met White Zombie, the band.
Did you?
Yeah, at Monster Mania.
Oh, that's cool.
Without
Yeah.
the Rob, just the other.
Right. Well, who needs him?
Who needs him?
Yeah, yeah. I'd find it way cooler to meet the guitarist Jay.
I
and
met
their
3 of them. There was the chick and the other
bassist,
2 guys.
Sean. Yeah, that's the chick
She
with
was
the unpronounceable last name.
super cool.
Yeah, it's like
That's all.
YSEULT or something like
Her,
that. Like, how the
yeah.
fuck you say that?
We don't. We just go her. You cool.
That's right. That's right. Fantastic. Which drummer was the one that did the first album?
You know what? I don't
Las
honestly know.
Exorcisto Devil Music Volume 1, or the second album?
I could show you a picture of them. I don't actually know. I met them at the party, and I took a picture with them.
Now I'm having a brain fart what the second album was.
Bye, Grace. Where you going? Bye, Grace.
Damn it. I forgot. Anyhow. Yeah,
You're
they had a different drummer on the second album who was way better.
I'll take your word for that, sir. Miss Nicole.
Yeah,
Yes.
may as well. Everybody hates my choice, so go ahead.
Everybody, I tried, but I
What
don't
was it?
remember.
White Zombie?
Astro Creep 2000. That's right. I remember. Thank you, Joe.
Nope. Sorry. The movie I was thinking of was a remake of I Walked with a Zombie.
Okay.
So it was Madly Searching.
I got you.
Sorry, just before we jump
Oh.
to Nicole, Nick or Clint, did you pick this because you enjoy this movie, or did you pick this because it showed up on a list?
I picked it because I've seen it, and I thought it was okay, and it fit the theme.
God damn it.
Do I need any other reasons?
You know what? You're
Bela
right.
Lugosi. Come on.
You know what? You're right. I'm being an asshole. Continue.
So, what else have we done with
That's
a
fair.
zombie?
That's fair.
Nicole, please. Since I stalled everything with White Zombie.
Fucking White Zombie.
It was on my list too. I'm glad I didn't say it.
Look, I have a
all right.
problem with voodoo zombie movies. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's fair.
Sorry, Nicole. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. Yeah, this coming from someone who thinks the Fright Night remake is better than the OG.
You know what? God damn it. You're right.
I want to hear that again. Say that again. Say those two words again.
You're like, I'm sorry, what?
You're right. And the remake of Fright Night is better than the original.
Holy shit.
It's more entertaining.
Next time we go to the Poconos, I'm going to drown you in the hot tub.
I would love every second of it.
Oh,
Sorry. Go ahead, Nicole.
you're fine. You're fine. All right, my next choice. It actually scared me as a kid, so I'm considering it borderline horror. I'm going with The Wizard of Oz.
I'll give you that. It's a lot of green.
Yeah.
A lot of green. It goes from black and white to color when she gets into Munchkin Land and the Yellow
Right, it
Brick
does.
Road and all that stuff. The green monkeys. Jesus Christ. I'm tired. The flying monkeys were terrifying.
The Blue Monkeys.
The blue monkeys. Yeah.
That's on the list too.
Yeah, they were scary. The talking trees were scary. The whole thing was
The
just
trees were terrifying.
The trees were the worst. Holy shit.
yeah.
My
yeah.
mother's still
Yeah.
afraid of the damn monkey.
Yeah.
She still fast forwards through the
Yeah.
monkey.
I like, how would you like it if we came by and just pulled off little pieces
Pulled
of
off
you?
pieces of you.
Scary.
When I was a kid, I was like, holy shit.
I wouldn't like that at all.
When the witch threw the ball of fire at the scarecrow, that was terrifying as a kid.
Set his ass on fire.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. What a creepy movie.
Great use of color. Great use of color. For that time,
Oh, for sure.
it was amazing.
Try watching that scene when your grandparents own an orchard.
You're like, I'm never going outside again.
Oh God. I'd be hiding in a tree throwing apples at you just for shits and giggles.
Ah, that's funny.
And I'm
Wow.
assuming everyone has seen it.
Yes.
Nope.
Nope, never. No, I'm kidding. Of course I've seen it.
Of course.
Ryan?
I've seen the Wizard
Oh,
of Oz.
okay.
Nicole.
What are you, a communist?
Give me a heart attack.
He's like, no, I'm just Canadian.
I'm just Canadian.
Yeah. Definitely.
And I feel you got to Return to Oz can get dropped right into this too.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
That's a terrifying movie.
And I just saw it for the first time less than a year ago.
Another movie
And it
I own
was-
on VHS.
It was scary. You own it on VHS.
And nothing
I
else.
own the limited edition clamshell.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Wow.
I'm going to go try to find that. Just a sec. I'll be right
Oh,
back.
wow.
I'll be right back.
He's like, they'll never believe me. I better prove it.
Even though there wasn't a second where we didn't believe him.
Yeah, exactly.
Although
Can't
he
re-
went away and it's his turn now, so that's not a
Yeah. Return to Oz was scary. Those
Yeah.
wheelie guys were terrifying.
Oh, for
Wheelers
sure.
are freaky. The fact that it opens with Auntie M taking her for shock treatment at the
Yeah.
asylum was pretty freaking terrifying.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's right. Yeah.
Ryan!
He's still searching for a special edition clamshell.
Everybody needs it.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Let me see.
Unless Return to Oz was his gas, in which case
Oh, well, if that's the case,
I don't know that.
we might wait for him to get back and ask him. Was that your pick, Ryan?
Was that your pick? Is this your card? No.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I found it interesting, the relationship between two of those movies. Like The Wizard of Oz, of course, was nothing like the books, really, and it was really watered down, and they mixed in music with it, to make it very family and kid friendly.
Mhm.
And they made the decision to use red for the slippers, so they actually
Instead of
created
the-
ruby slippers instead of silver slippers, which I think is what they were originally,
in the book, yeah.
because they were filming in color, actually Technicolor.
He's got it.
Oh, look at that!
There it is.
Oh my
bitches.
god, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
beauty.
so
Oh
awesome.
my goodness!
That's so awesome.
Wait, that's not what really is on that tape.
I'm
There's clearly a porno in there. Oh, there it is.
Show you.
Yeah.
just impressed that you rewind.
Ah,
Damn right you do.
that's because he's kind.
Did I?
Oh,
He's
oh,
Canadian.
Canadians,
That's
yes.
probably because I've never watched it.
Oh.
They're
Was that
for
your
show,
choice,
not for
Ryan?
using.
Yeah.
What?
So
Was that your choice, or are you choosing a different movie?
Mhm.
Because
No, that wasn't my choice. I just, when Nicole brought up The Wizard of Oz.
Gotcha.
yeah, Return to Oz, even though they were being more true to the subject material, they did not go back to the usage of the silver slippers. They actually paid the other studio for the rights to use the ruby slippers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which are not as impressive in real life as they look in the
No,
movie.
no. And it's really weird to see a rock person wearing them in the second movie. Yeah.
The Gnome King.
The Gnome King. Yeah.
You guys, I missed it. You guys did talk about why they chose to do ruby slippers, though, right?
Because of the Technicolor?
Exactly. They wanted it to pop.
Right.
Plain old silver shoes aren't good enough.
Yeah, we
Well,
got
if you're
you
going to do
covered.
silver, you might as well do black and white.
Yeah,
That's
you're
right.
not wrong.
That's right.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's my turn.
It'll be your turn, right?
I missed the whole Wizard of Oz talk because I was looking for this stupid VHS tape.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Catch it on the repeat.
It's my fault. Okay, I'm going to go with something that's a little bit sci-fi, a little bit action, and a little bit horror.
Little bit rock and roll. Oh,
A little bit rock and roll, a little bit Vin Diesel. Going with Pitch Black.
Oh, Pitch
Ah,
Black.
nice.
That is
Nice.
on my list as well, sir.
What a great film that turned into one of the most mundane franchises of all time.
Thank you. I agree with you, sir.
I don't know what happened with this. I don't know the whole story. Obviously, Vin Diesel felt there was more to this character. The game, Pitch Black Escape from Butcher Bay for the OG Xbox, is fantastic. But the buck stops there. I did not like Riddick. I did not like, what is that newest one called?
I think the newest
Something
one
else
was
Riddick.
Riddick.
Yeah, there's Chronicles of Riddick and then...
Sorry, Chronicles of Riddick and then just Riddick.
Okay.
That's a whole nother hangout, by the way.
Yeah.
Confusing names to sequels.
Yes. But Pitch Black was a fantastic
Oh, Pitch
film.
Black is so good. What is it? Rada Mitchell, right?
Rada
The
Mitchell.
Australian
Rada
actor.
Mitchell.
So
Oh,
beautiful.
Yes,
She's
on my
so
list.
so amazing in that. And originally Riddick was supposed to die in the finale. But the studio felt the Riddick character could obviously generate some more money. So it was changed to Rhoda Mitchell's character dying in the finale. And that's never sat right with me. I didn't like that. And they try to argue it's because she's finalizing making the hero's choice because of what she did in the beginning of the movie, which I can't hate her for that. She made the correct choice.
Right.
Kind of like the girl in Deep Blue Sea.
No, because Girl in Deep Blue Sea was an asshole. But no, I know, I get what you're saying, Nicole.
Yeah.
It's making the. But see, I feel with Rhoda Mitchell in the beginning of Pitch Black, she's making the wrong choice for the right reasons.
Right.
Whereas with the girl in Deep Blue Sea, it's the right choice for the wrong reasons.
Right.
It's a tricky. It
is.
When you're dealing with stuff like that, it's kind of
the right reasons in both. No,
I feel it's the right choice for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, she was still thinking about self-preservation, but she did make the right choice.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah. It's like that line in Spinal Tap. It's a fine line between brilliant and stupid.
Oh, I thought you were going to say this one goes to 11.
This one goes to 11. Rock and roll.
But again, and you don't even need the title Pitch Black to say that color is important to this movie, because this movie, so many, like with the several suns and the setting, the colors are almost as much of a star of the movie as the actors are. Like you got Rhoda Mitchell, Vin Diesel, Keith David.
Yeah.
This movie just is, I don't want to say they're trying to overact each other, but it almost feels kind of like they are. And you've got a creature, which unfortunately is late 90s, early 2000s CGI.
Yeah.
But it's still a pretty cool creature. If this franchise had moved forward focusing on the creature over the character of Riddick, I feel we could have had a modern day aliens scenario. Instead, we get Vin Diesel killing people with a teacup.
Well, yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Chronicles of Riddick. I think I've only watched it like twice. I do admit that I like Riddick, so it's okay if you don't.
I've never actually seen it.
Really? Okay.
I kind of gave up after Chronicles.
I gotcha.
Which one has Carl Urban?
Chronicles.
Chronicles, yeah. I mean,
I like Carl Urban.
Yeah, he's good in that, but it's just not a great movie. It's
got
okay.
problems.
It's okay, but too much going on in it. It's one of those where like they just tried to do too much.
Well, it's trying to build up not just a character, but it feels like it's trying to build up a whole world.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
exactly. It's a setup movie for a lot more movies.
Stop trying to make that happen.
Chronicles of Riddick feels like the Fellowship of the Ring when it really should just be the Hobbit. If that makes sense.
I gotcha. Yep. For sure.
But yeah, Pitch Black was definitely, if it was just a one-off, I'd have been cool with it. It's a fun little monster sci-fi action-y flick.
Pitch Black is fantastic, and it seems like after the sun went down that a lot of it was black and white. Like whenever we saw Riddick's point of view, it was pretty much black and white because all he could see in the dark. But I remember the slugs, the blue slugs that they put in the liquor bottles.
Yes.
To make light. That was fucking awesome. Yeah.
That was really cool. Yeah, after all the alcohol burned up and it truly went dark and they were hiding in that crevice and they just see all these little tiny glowing things. Yeah. That was a cool scene. I like that a lot.
Yep.
Oh, and who was the character that played like the not Keith David, but the dude that did like he was an alcoholic and his final scene is him spitting the alcohol and the reveal that all the creatures are around him?
Oh.
Fuck.
I'm gonna have to look that up, aren't I?
He's an amazing
Yeah.
character actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you in a minute.
And Rhoda Mitchell just goes without saying.
Oh yeah,
She's-
Rhoda Mitchell is Rhoda Mitchell.
She's up there, man. She's whew.
Cole
Lewis,
Hauser.
Hill. What?
Lewis
Hauser was
Fitzgerald.
in this.
Louis
What else was he in?
Oh, well. Hold on.
Fitzgerald.
I know him from other things. That's all I was getting. At.
Breaker Morant, 13 Lives.
God
Let's
damn.
see.
I don't know him from those.
I can't believe this movie is 24 years old.
Dear
Jesus.
God, this parachute is a knapsack.
Cole Hauser. That's right. Cole Hauser was in it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot he was in that.
My God, this guy has a huge
It's okay.
list of
I
credits.
swear I know him.
Wolverine?
It's okay.
You know him from something.
Like I said, he's a well-known character actor. We could very well be here for days looking at his IMDb.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's been in
Could
everything.
be. That's
a
right.
lot. Yeah.
I got my nose.
He was in an
stuffed
episode
right
of
now.
Farscape. I love that show.
Yeah. And a TV movie about the Three Stooges.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
That's right. Well, all right. Yeah. Joe says, I'm down with all of them. All right.
Good
Cool.
for you, Joe.
That's all right. Yeah. I do like them. They kind of lost me a little bit at Chronicles of Riddick. Then there was like a cartoon one that they did. which
Escape from Butcher Bay.
Oh,
Or was that
there was,
no, that was the Xbox game.
there was another one. Damn it. What the hell was it called? It's so stupid. It was
Why are
bad.
there so many
I,
Riddick movies?
I don't know.
Because they were trying to build a franchise and it failed miserably.
Right. But Vin Diesel's doing okay because we got Fast and Furious 10, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think Vin Diesel actually owns the rights to the Riddick
He does.
character. So every time you see a movie with Riddick in it, that's him making money.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're all happy that Vin Diesel is making money.
Of course we are.
And my
Right.
favorite movie of his was The Pacifier.
Yeah.
Oh my God, right? It's
I
so
love
good.
that movie.
that's a great movie, but he has no sexual chemistry with
Yeah.
Lauren Graham at all.
None.
None.
I would
But he doesn't need it
No, he doesn't.
because he's having the time of his life with those kids and they're just living their best lives.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would prefer to see him slowly bleeding to death in the rain and Saving
Oh,
Private
Jesus
Ryan.
Christ.
Jesus fucking
No.
Christ.
Bringing that up again.
Yeah.
How is that coming up again?
I got a letter from my dad. It's got blood on it.
Jesus Christ, you got something wrong with that.
There's so much wrong with you.
Oh.
There's a mirror on, but they firing right in there.
I can't help it, sir. She reminds me of my niece.
Yeah. Or how about this?
Stop making Ryan relive Saving Private Ryan.
We already did Lady in White,
Oh, we did. We did Woman in Black.
but we did
Yeah.
Lady in White also, didn't we?
Yes,
Yes.
we did.
What? Well, then
Oh, I
I
was
didn't.
the
didn't
one
even know
with-
what we were talking about till I read the
Lucas
I-
Haas.
I didn't
Mhm.
write it down.
That was
Yes, you
Nicole's
did.
pick.
Nicole's
So
pick.
did it
Nicole's
really
pick.
happen?
It did.
Yes.
We're
There it is,
literally
Lady in
telling you it
White.
did.
Yeah,
There it
You
is.
can write it
Right
down,
there.
sir.
Okay. Well, right there it is. Well, I've forgotten already. I'm sorry.
Gonna cause a rumble.
Lovely.
Damn.
What?
They're going to cause a rumble over Lady
That's
in
right.
White.
Uh-huh.
God damn it.
Lady in White.
He's dancing with me. All right. So should my
Abby,
next
you're up.
one be one that you've seen or one that you've never heard of?
Do it.
Which one?
Whatever.
Never heard of. Do it.
All right. Never heard of would
Do
be
it.
the Black Water of Echoes Pond.
Oh,
The
fuck,
Black
she was
Waters
right.
Of Echoes Pond.
What the fuck?
It's kind of low budgety. It's actually got Robert Patrick in it. We like him. James Duvall, Danielle Harris. And it's
Wait,
kind
that's
of like
a modern movie?
It sounds
Oh,
came
my
out
familiar.
in 2009.
Hope I got that right.
It sounds really familiar.
Black Waters of Echo Pond. Do you remember Sean Clark from Monster Mania? He's like an agent. Sean Clark. He was one of the writers of this movie.
Daniel Harris
Um,
was in it?
Danielle Harris was in it. It's not a basically a bunch of friends go like to a weekend getaway at this like Victorian house on this private island, and they find this game like Jumanji sort of. Except it brings out all the bad things in them, like jealousy and greed and this and that, and then death happens a lot. So
that actually sounds kind of good.
I mean, it's
does.
just like I own the movie because but
or anything
course.
with
Actually,
Robert Patrick,
the-
I'll watch.
I guess the prosthetics of the demon creature is pretty good. It's a pretty neat movie.
Richard Tyson is in it.
Is Richard Tyson in it? Really? Yes, he is. You're right. Nicholas.
Robert Patrick was the T-1000, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
And Richard Tyson
Yes.
was Buddy Revell.
Yes.
I don't
3
know.
o'clock high. Was that?
Yeah.
I love it. And Two
Every
Moon
guy I
Junction.
dated in high school. Yeah.
That movie got me through puberty. I swear to God.
Oh, me too. Fucking Richard Tyson.
Oh,
Richard Tyson.
yeah.
Kindergarten cop.
Denim vest.
Two Moon Junction. Geraldine Fenn and Richard Tyson in a softcore porn. But
Yeah.
Black Waters of Echoes Pond. You could
I'm gonna
probably,
put that
it's
on
on
my list.
Roku, I know. What does
Okay.
this say? So might even be, I know, I have it on TVT, not that that helps any of you. But it's just one of those, like, you know, when you have nothing better to watch and you pop it in, it's just like a fun movie, but it's not going to win any awards.
We'll take your word for it.
I'm gonna watch it. I think it looks decent enough. Robert Patrick, you know,
Robert Patrick, James
every movie
Duvall,
he does makes it better.
you know, Daniel Harris, James Duvall, they're like the I guess the B class of, or I don't know. He's
Olin, have
pretty.
you seen it?
No.
Am I gonna have to make a list for you too?
Maybe.
All right, add it on there. Black
If
Water.
Olin hasn't seen it, it's not worth watching.
Pretty
Oh.
much, yeah. He's my go-to with everything because he's seen everything, and I have not.
Although I
Mm.
might
I'm
watch
ashamed to
this.
say.
Though. I might watch this.
You know,
I'll-
it's just if it doesn't cost you anything, it's a fun movie.
Yeah.
Olin, I think we're up to you, sir.
Yep.
I am going to go with one of my favorite werewolf movies, Ginger Snaps.
Ginger Snaps.
Ah.
It's a color.
It is.
Ginger's a color.
I like it. That is a good movie, though.
It is
Olin
good.
has been blowing my mind all night with
Mine too.
the colors.
Yeah. It's not fucking around with regular color names. It's giving you
Nope.
crimson.
You can
Giving
take
you
your
ginger.
white hair,
Cups.
shove it.
And
Next, he's gonna kick out a movie with fuchsia.
Mm.
Chartreuse.
Yeah.
truth.
Aubergine. What else you got?
Wow,
Wow.
that's a good one.
Yeah. The Mauve Murders. We'll have that later. Yeah. Sorry, Ginger Snaps.
Fantastic.
It's just a great movie. You get the outcast, one of them gets bit, and then all of a sudden, she's popular because now she's got this, basically hormones running through her. Goes around killing everybody, and their sister trying to save her, and she ends up later in the other movies becoming a werewolf herself. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember her struggling with that.
Yeah.
Struggling between the loyalty to her sister and just remaining human.
Yeah.
So like that freaking blood licking scene was so gross. So gross.
Bridget.
But at the same time, cool. Yeah, it's a good flick. Yeah, absolutely. I did not watch any of the sequels.
Oh, they're pretty good.
They're
Are
actually
they?
fun. Yeah, they're completely different, but they're worth a watch.
Okay.
I still think the original is the best, but they're both sequels are fun.
Yeah.
I'm actually a bad little Canadian right now. I have never seen a single Ginger Snaps.
Really?
Hey,
You got
All right.
Catherine Isabel, which I mean, I think is
Turn in
like,
your Canadian card.
yeah, really, and Emily Perkins from the original.
Ryan doesn't like werewolves,
That's true.
which is really weird considering what I do. But
Wrong with you?
For
Don't like
years, I did not
vampires,
put
don't like
together
werewolves.
that
you
Emily
know.
Perkins was the girl from that was young Beverly Marsh. Like I always thought she looked familiar, but I never put it together. That
Oh,
the
shit.
sister is young Beverly from the original It
yeah,
miniseries.
no, I'm just wrapping my head around that. You're right.
Now the third movie, Ginger Snaps Back, is a little unusual because it's kind of like they go back. It's like
It's a
back
prequel,
in
right?
time movie. It's like a prequel of like 19th century Canada. So they're
Okay,
playing
you know what
the
I've
same, they have
seen?
the same
I've seen
names.
clips of that. That is not 19th century Canada. Like, guys, we had like civilization. Jesus Christ.
Well,
But was your gasoline the same?
But they say like it's early 19th century Canada. Okay, we're not that far behind everybody else.
It's
It was
the
early
1800s.
19th century everyone.
It's the 1800s. I mean, that's a couple hundred years ago.
Yeah, but you said Canada, like specifically.
Well, it says
Like,
set in 19th
it's everybody,
century
okay? It's
Canada.
everybody. We're not that far behind.
I mean,
My eye hurts so much right
that's
now.
like 16th century for everyone else.
Okay, at the most, we're like 10 years behind y'all. Okay, it's not anything huge.
No, you know. It says it right in the IMDb, set in 19th century Canada. Very specific. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, everybody froze.
What?
What?
I'm not frozen. You're frozen.
You're frozen.
You're not frozen, Ryan. You're moving.
Can you see me now?
I can see you.
Oh,
But
fuck
you hear
off.
me
I'm gonna
right
drop
now?
out and come back.
But do you
Yes.
hear me right now?
Bush internet bullshit.
Oh, it came back.
Oh,
Okay,
there he
good.
is.
Good.
Hello.
See, you are further behind than you thought.
Yeah.
Get up to date with your fuel, and you'll be
Okay, so
Yeah, we
okay.
got all this. We got all this fancy.
That was a
internet
bad.
shit. He's
That was a
on dial up.
That was the worst time for that to happen, but I swear we're right up with you guys.
It
Okay,
was just for the humor.
I got the Elon Musk internet. Okay, it's a little
We're sorry.
finicky.
Well, fantastic. Oh, we're back at me now. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw out something ridiculous.
Nice.
Okay.
Do it.
That's right. Not a horror movie, or is it? Fried green tomatoes.
Love that movie.
I actually just watched this like 2 weeks ago.
Did you?
I'm older and I've got better insurance.
Nicole's gonna pull a Tawanda and start running into people.
I told him that. I was like, that's going to be it. Like, I'm that old. I don't even give a shit. First little snarky bitch that acts like that towards me, I'm just going to run her over.
Yeah. Like, this movie spends 98% of it like disguised as like a reminiscent story of like just fun things in life, you know, and some old lady, you know, giving some pep talks to some younger person, you know, who adopts all this into her life, or just to end up with a story about murder and cannibalism.
Wow.
It's like you're totally not expecting it. By the end, you're like, holy shit, they ate that guy.
Curtis Smoot.
You know, and the freaking detective who was investigating the case, like,
Curtis Smoot. That was his
ate
name.
ate most of the evidence. I'm like,
That's
what
some
the
good chili.
fuck did I just watch?
You about to eat up all my barbecue. Fucking great.
I'll never find that guy.
I mean, from what I understand, people are delicious. I don't know.
I don't know. Never heard that. I've heard people referred to as the long pig before.
Long pig.
So we must taste like pork.
Icky.
Makes the chili better. It makes the barbecue better.
Fried Green Tomatoes is such a great movie.
It is a
such
good
great
movie.
It is
It's such
good.
a timeless movie.
Yeah. So,
It's
anyhow.
great.
Good call.
Anyhow.
That's a movie I could sit here and quote all fucking night. Like,
Yeah.
it's that good. Yeah.
Has anybody actually eaten fried green tomatoes?
I have.
I have.
Kind of, sort of.
There's
They
a
don't taste
little
good.
burger place on the corner in my little town here called the Whistle Stop, and they have fried green tomatoes.
Next
They're
coconut trip I'm making.
Bitter.
How do you make a good fried green tomato? Is there a
So
secret?
you take a raw tomato, you coat it in
And it must be
whatever
green.
seasoning or breadcrumbs you like,
Mhm.
Okay.
and then you pan fry it in oil,
Fry the hell out of anything. I'll
and
eat
it
it.
tastes like an underripe tomato.
Delicious.
Yeah, I
But
guess.
what type of sauce would you put on this?
You don't eat it.
Son of a
Chick-fil-A
bitch.
sauce. Chick-fil-A sauce is good on anything.
I was gonna say that's impossible.
I
Can't eat
feel
that
like
without
I had it
sauce.
with like fried pickle sauce, like whatever they use with the fried pickles.
Yeah.
I
Ranch?
feel like no, not ranch. They
Horseradish?
like something like that. Yeah,
Okay.
like I don't remember
So-
what it's been a while. Now I'm hungry.
So,
Me
fun
too.
fact: we finally got Chick-fil-A in Canada,
Oh my
Did you
god.
and
Yeah.
I tried it a few months
Yeah.
ago.
Uh-huh.
The most underwhelming chicken sandwich I've ever had in
Yeah.
my life. I don't know if the hype was too much, but fuck. I'm going to say it right now. KFC makes the best chicken sandwich ever.
Popeyes. Do you have Popeyes up there?
I do, and I find the Popeyes chicken sandwich to be a little too greasy.
Okay.
I've never had the Popeyes.
Popeyes is awesome. I risk my life to get Popeyes.
We
Yeah,
actually
especially Popeye and Phillies, man. Fuck yeah. They were having shootouts and things. That
Oh,
chicken
yeah.
sandwich was
Over
very
that chicken
good.
sandwich. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the Popeyes I go to.
we do have a in Canada. We have a fried chicken establishment called Mary Brown's. I don't
Mhm.
believe you guys have it in the States,
I remember you mentioning it before, though.
but hands down the best fried chicken sandwich
I
ever.
love fried chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
I'm really
Royal
hungry.
Farms
Yeah.
actually has good fried chicken.
They just need a better name. The fuck is Mary Brown?
I don't know. She makes chicken, man. She makes good chicken. Just let her do her thing.
Her
Says
and
the
Sarah
holding a
Lee.
cat
She's
like a
neighbors
baby.
with Sarah Lee. Sarah brings the desserts. Mary
Yeah.
brings the chicken.
Yeah, that's right. Oh god.
He's your thing.
Whose turn is it?
I don't know. We got fried green tomatoes. That was fun.
Oh,
Okay,
fuck,
well
that
then
was-
it's
Oh,
you,
it's my
Nicole.
that was Clint's?
That was good.
Yeah.
Clint.
What the fuck?
You're welcome.
I'm running low, man. I'm really running low.
I
All
got
right.
so many.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
man.
along the line of Clint, and this is not horror at all. But it's one of my
Okay.
absolute favorite movies, and I cannot wait to see the new one. I'm going with The Color Purple.
Oh.
And it is kind of scary because there's a
Mm.
lot of domestic abuse. There's, children being stolen. It's The Color Purple is one of the greatest movies ever made, in my opinion.
The new one's
It's
on
amazing.
Max right now.
I know. I gotta watch that. Definitely. And I'll be able to, thanks to you all. But yeah, have you seen The Color Purple? Has everybody seen
Nope.
it?
It's very good.
If you want to see
Oprah Winfrey get
his name just escaped me. Oh my god.
Daniel Glover.
Danny Glover. Yeah.
Yeah.
You said Daniel and it threw me.
Oh, I
Um,
did say that, didn't I?
Oh, did me too. Yeah. Okay. I know who
Danny
you're talking
Glover,
about.
yeah.
If you want to see Danny Glover, sure.
You mean that guy from Lethal Weapon?
That
Kick
guy
the
from Lethal
crap out
Weapon
of,
who was a lot younger when he made this, and he was, he was looking good,
Beats the
but he was
crap
such
out of
an
Oprah.
asshole. Like you wanted to reach through the screen and just choke the shit out of him. He was just such a nasty character, but the movie itself is just phenomenal.
I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Yes.
But it's heavy. I mean,
It
it's
is very heavy. It's a very heavy movie.
and it's like over 2.5 hours long, so you've
Yeah.
got to invest some time. But I
Yeah.
have to say, Whoopi Goldberg has never been better,
That was her best role ever.
ever.
Oprah was fantastic.
What? Over Jumpin' Jack Flash? Come on.
Yep.
So again, I am a huge like old Whoopi fan. Like Jumpin' Jack Flash is one
I
of my
love
favorite
Jumpin' Jack
movies of all
Flash.
time.
Burglar was great. I mean,
Hey, look, you look like a tropical fish and his mate. It was, I love that movie.
so yeah, that's my pick. The Color Purple.
Yeah, it's a
Fantastic.
good movie.
Well,
Right.
Ryan, I think we're back at you.
Well, I'm going to bring it back to horror, folks.
Thank you.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, if you think that's
Um,
appropriate. All right.
Sorry.
Well, it's not a good movie, but
Oh.
I
White
do
Zombie.
enjoy the actor who is the star of it. I'm
Okay.
going with the movie White Noise,
I have that on my list as well.
Oh,
starring
With-
a Mr. Michael Keaton.
that's
Yep.
right. That's
Whereas
right.
White, is that the EMF one?
Yep. Or
Wow.
EMF, is it?
Isn't it EMF where they hear the, what do they call it? When his wife's dead. he hears her-
EMP.
EMP. So close.
No, EVP.
So even closer.
Electric Voice Phenomenon.
Oh, there you
Yes.
It's basically, so when this movie was coming out, there was the resurgence in the and actually Victoria from the Scream Until You Like It network can vouch for this, the resurgence of the ghost hunter
hmm
thing brought into the modern day. It almost was like a like Blair Witch. It was a reality. We had stuff like ghost hunters, stuff like that, and EVP was such a big part of it. The whole hold up the mic into the room, hoping to hear the voices from the spirits from the other side. And this movie banked on everybody giving a shit about that. It is an early example of a high school aged Ryan realizing that despite the fact that the premise sounds amazing, the movie kind of fucking sucks.
Yes, it did.
I remember the movie, but I don't remember anything about it.
It was something his wife had passed away in a car accident.
Mhm.
And
And
you could hear it through the radio or something.
yeah, he started doing EVP because he thought he was hearing his wife through the radio. It turns out there was a serial killer who was a ghost
Uh-huh.
who was killing people. Almost felt a little bit like what's that? Well, we're looking at no, that was a Peter Jackson movie. I was going to say a Del Toro, but that's a Frighteners.
Oh, I love Frighteners. though.
Almost had a little bit of a Frighteners vibe to it. Like there was a ghost that was killing people after they had passed. Like, well, they're ghosts, so they clearly had just passed. Like they've already passed away. Yeah, the movie kind of sucked. Not gonna lie. Kind of shitty. Michael Keaton kind of feels like he doesn't know what he's doing here. It was that part in Michael Keaton's life where he was like, I want to keep acting, but I'm not getting the roles I want. But I'm still going to act the shit out of it in hopes that somebody might see this and put me in something good.
Something better.
Like Matthew McConaughey in Next
Yeah.
Generation.
Exactly, right?
Yes.
So I can't fault Michael Keaton in this movie, but the movie as a whole is underwhelming. I don't find any part of it particularly scary, but I do find the whole EVP thing to be an untapped gold mine in not. I feel like movies like the Blair Witch, like the found footage genre, I feel that EVP could really stand out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel anybody's done that quite right.
Mm-mm.
Anybody else see White Noise?
Yep.
Years ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I have no recollection other than what we just discussed.
There are 2 sequels to this movie.
Really?
God.
I
I've only
saw
seen the
the
second one.
I saw
haven't
the
seen the third
trailer,
one.
thought it was dumb, and decided I wasn't gonna watch it. Sounds to
Good for
me
you.
like I made the right choice.
You did.
Yeah, there's nothing special about it. I wasted $4.99 on this.
Son of a bitch.
Back when it came out, so $4.99, that's like $10 nowadays.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You must have been disappointed.
Yeah.
Huge.
Imagine what that could have done in your retirement fund.
Seriously. All right. Let's see. I'm going to go back to the horror. Let's go with The Green Inferno.
Ooh, that was on my list.
Oh.
Has everybody seen The Green Inferno?
Nope.
Little Eli Roth.
Gonna go with no.
That's why I didn't see it.
Yeah.
It's not his worst movie.
Not as it's
Uh-huh.
definitely not, considering what the subject matter is, it's really not his goriest movie at all. I have a hard time watching Cabin Fever with that kind of grossness.
Ah.
But
FYI,
Green
if you
Inferno-
sorry to interrupt, if you rewatch Cabin Fever as a comedy, all those gory scenes are a lot easier to digest.
Fair. That's fair. So this is a group of activists in college or whatever, that they are going to the rainforest. They're going to save the rainforest. They go to the Amazon, has a bit of a plane crash, and then they just sort of kind of get taken by cannibals.
Oh.
It's a movie.
It's
Sounds like it.
Eli Roth, for whatever reason, decided we needed to bring back the cannibal
Cannibal
exploitation genre.
Mhm.
We did not.
Yeah. I do think it's one of his better movies,
Hmm.
because it really is genuinely creepy.
And it doesn't go as far as those earlier cannibal
That's what I
movies
mean.
did,
It doesn't.
which
doesn't
is
gross me
surprising.
out, which is surprising based on the subject matter.
And it's Eli Roth. This is the dude that gave us Hostel and Hostel 2. You'd think if anybody was going to bring back the cannibal genre, it
Yeah.
would be him. But he tones it
Right.
back for some reason.
It actually is like pretty much a well-made movie, instead of just I'm going to gross you out just to gross you out.
It's very confusing.
Yeah.
It's there. I mean, there's some gross parts though.
Oh, yeah.
The medicine woman and the whole, But
But-
give it a watch just for funsies.
There is no dick cutting and flailing through the air like we got in
That's-
Cannibal Holocaust.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I
There's
really felt
no
Eli Roth
turtle
would go
massacre.
there, and he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. Yeah, you think you would. Because it's not like he didn't do it in other movies.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, but that's what I mean. It's such a weird genre for Eli Roth to go tame on, because you had there was Cannibal Holocaust, Cannibal Ferox, where where a woman was
nipples.
they took hooks and punched them through her breasts and hung her in the air through them.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
Yeah, I
that.
just
This Eli
remembered
Roth's
that.
bread and butter, and
Yeah, he went tame.
he went really tame. I mean, I'm glad for it, because I don't
It
like
made
those
it a better
movies.
movie, I thought.
It did, yeah. But at the
'Cause
same
you actually
time,
felt the things that.
but I'm very confused as to why he didn't do that. Because again, we've seen Cabin Fever, we've seen Hostel. What stopped him from going there? I mean, other than decency and being a good human being.
Yeah.
Oh, let's not get crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Have you ever seen
flying dicks and taints and
Just-
nails
just swing it
through
in the air? Like one of those. You remember those toys we used to have when we were kids, and you swing them in the air, and they're
clackers?
like woo 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 woo.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do remember those.
It's like that, but with a dick.
Oh,
Jesus
with
Christ.
Wow.
But I mean,
What a
but again,
terrible
Eli
visual.
Roth, he's a weird one, because my favorite movie by Eli Roth is House with a clock in the walls.
Oh, that's
Which
Eli
is a-
Roth.
Yeah, with Jack Black.
Yeah, I didn't know that was Eli Roth.
Yeah, that's Eli Roth. It oozes that like Amblin Entertainment, like kids horror movie
Yeah,
kind of feel.
like the Goosebumps kind of movies.
Yeah, Goosebumps or Goonies or Monster Squad. Like it's such a fun little kids horror movie, and yeah, that's Eli Roth.
Never knew that was Eli Roth. That's pretty funny. Good call.
Wow.
Green Inferno, good one.
Green Inferno.
The easiest to watch of the cannibal exploitation films.
100%.
I don't need to see any of them. Thank you.
That's fair. They're all terrible.
Yeah. All right. Well, Olin, I think we're back to you. Got anything left?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go away from horror. It's not a remarkable movie. I remember watching it, but that's about it. Vanilla Sky
Vanilla Sky.
with Tom Cruise, Penelope Cruz.
I was gonna say
Olin
Tom
bringing
Cruise.
in
Vanilla.
Dude,
It's got Kurt Russell.
all the colors you have pulled.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love it.
Is vanilla a color?
Side of the box.
It is.
It is.
Yep, it's a shade of white.
I was expecting mauve.
I think.
If I go to Home Hardware, go to the paint aisle, I can totally pull vanilla right now.
Yep.
I got you. No, you're right. You're right.
I did see this when it first came out. And I remember not thinking good things about it.
Yeah, it's not a remarkable movie. Yes, I remember watching it. And
No.
that's about it.
And it's because it's got a cast. I mean, Tilda Swinton, Michael Shannon, who I love, Kurt Russell, but Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I'm not
But-
a big fan of him.
I can't stand him. But I remember it being kind of wacky. Like it was like, I could be wrong. I could be remembering something else. It was like, what was that Leonardo DiCaprio movie where he was like in levels of dreams or something?
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Shutter Island?
No.
No.
Oh my God.
Insurgent? No.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's something like that. By the dude that did Batman. It was Nolan. It was a Nolan flick.
Yeah, that's what was that. Was that Vanilla Sky? Was that what that was? It was kind of
Yeah,
like a
kinda
weird
like
in a
that,
dream state
Yeah.
type movie. Okay.
The fuck was that Nolan movie now?
Sorry.
I keep wanting to say Insurrection, but I'm like, that ain't it.
Inception.
Inception. Thank
Thank
you.
you, dear. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, it was kind of like that.
Yeah. Have you seen it, Clint?
I've never seen this.
You never seen Vanilla Sky?
You're not
No.
missing anything.
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know.
Who directed it though? It was like a big deal.
Who directed it? Thank you, Joe. Yes. Who directed Vanilla Sky? It was Cameron Crowe.
I don't know who that is.
He did Almost Famous. He did Jerry Maguire.
Oh,
Cameron Crowe
that
to
makes
Vanilla
you know what
Sky?
that makes less sense now.
Wow.
The dude that makes the most grounded, like
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
romantic comedies and coming of age dramas makes
Mm.
this.
Makes Vanilla Sky. Yeah.
I didn't know he did that. That was what, Penelope Cruz and
Yeah, Penelope Cruz.
Cameron Diaz and Tom Cruise.
Mm-hmm.
Cruises.
What a weird fucking movie.
Weird fucking movie.
Mhm. Yeah, they needed more cruises in that movie. Maybe they could have gotten like Terry Crews.
You know what this movie needs, don't you? One
Yeah.
more cruise.
Yeah, another cruise, just spelled differently.
Fair.
Any movie with Terry Crews is a better movie.
Exactly.
That is true.
Actually, every cruise would be spelled differently.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well. I'm going to go with Ryan's favorite type of movie.
Not bad.
It's a vampire flick.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm going to say Blood Red Sky.
I actually liked that one a lot.
So did I.
Gotta look this up.
Blood Red Sky answers the question of what would it be like if you put a vampire on an airplane?
Ooh.
Oh, wait.
And that airplane got hijacked.
I've seen this.
Have you?
I think it
I
was made
have.
for Netflix or something.
It was, yeah. I saw it on Netflix.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Really well done.
You didn't like it?
Really? He doesn't like vampire movies.
It was snakes on a plane without the snakes.
It was steaks on a plane.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yep. And all you needed was Samuel L. Jackson saying, "I'm tired of all these motherfucking vampires on this motherfucking plane." That's great. Yeah, I like the way that they formed this story. You know what I mean? This woman was on a flight with her child, and like she seemed ill. You know what I mean? Like she was going through medical issues, and she was being transported. Like you, yeah, like you really believed that like she was taking this flight out of necessity. She had to be, taken somewhere for treatment or something like that. That's the vibe you got. And then like, of course, because she's fiddling around with like medications and things like that, and she just overall doesn't look well. Then the plane gets hijacked, some stuff happens. Her kid gets threatened and like grabbed, and kind of like taken from her. And then she goes full vamp.
Good.
So yeah, it's actually kind of a cool movie.
But she goes 30 days of night vamp.
I don't care.
Yeah.
And what's wrong with that, Ryan?
30 days of night
Is
is
phenomenal. One of the best
Thank
vampire
you.
movies ever made. I
Yeah.
don't want to hear another word.
Yeah, they didn't give her, a bad Josh Hartnett haircut.
Yeah.
They let her pull the wig off and have her be completely bald.
why are vampires bald?
Because it was more of the Nosferatu looking vampire than it was.
Yeah, have you ever seen a bat with a full head of hair? Come on.
Bats are hairy. They're covered in hair.
Unless they're human, then they're bald.
I got nothing.
Or they're the Bram Stoker's Dracula one that actually does have hair.
But not the Max Shrek.
I'm actually going to check this one out.
Yeah. It's actually a pretty good time. I think you'll like it.
I do like a good vampire movie.
Mm-hmm. What do you think? We wind it down? You want to go around one more time?
Yeah, one more is good. I'm
tired, but I have like 20 left. But I was just
Everybody's
one more
yawning.
round is good.
I feel
We'll
it.
go with one more.
one left. My last one. It's not horror. Surprise. But it was written by Stephen King.
Oh.
Green Mile.
God damn it.
And it was it's a Sadler movie. So.
That's
Win-win.
right.
Yes.
That's right. Alexander Dumbass.
Yes.
Dumbass.
Yes. Green Mile.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, I shouldn't even have to describe it. It's one of the very few movies that makes me cry.
Oh,
Ugly cry. Yeah, not even a few tears. It's full snot running down my face, crying in this movie multiple times. Yeah, it's one of the greatest movies ever made.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I love the rest of that scene. It's like it's about a prison break. You'll like it.
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh, we should file that under educational."
We. I can't. If you start with the Shawshank quotes, I will never shut up.
All right. I'll leave it there. I will leave it there.
I'll do the whole speech at the end. Everything.
A warm place with no memory.
I love where he crawled through 2 football fields worth of shit
I mean,
to come
Man,
out clean on the
right.
other side.
Some birds just weren't meant to be caged.
It is a good
How
movie.
did he pin the poster down to the wall when he went through the other side?
I think he used just like gum or like I think it was just stuck.
Yeah.
They used tacky stuff to put the posters up.
That's
you
a
couldn't
good
go through
point.
The wall.
It's like
But it would still be loose.
right.
Right.
My eyes are so bad, and all of a sudden I just saw cat ass. And I
Huh.
was
That's accurate. This cat will not leave me alone.
well, it's good to be loved.
I love Shawshank, but someone pointed out that plot hole to me, and I haven't been able to.
Same way they made magazine pages stick together. Don't think too much.
Ew.
All right.
Ew.
That doesn't even make sense, man.
Man up and vanishes like a fart in the wind. Go ahead,
It's
please.
a plot hole
No,
in an
I will keep
otherwise
going.
amazing movie.
Yeah. Oh,
Cupcake on the
and
wall.
yeah. And one of the characters was named Red.
Yeah, there we go. There's another one. Yep. Why do they call you Red? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm Irish. Can we continue?
Yep.
Green Mile. Wonderful
Do you
movie.
have any left on your list you just want to read out, or was that the last one?
That was
No,
the
the
last
Green-
one. I am done. Everything's crossed off.
Surprised, because I have a couple on here that I figured you would bring up, but we'll go to those because you brought them up at other shows.
The only
And
thing I want to
I
say
know I
about
missed a lot on this one. I really did.
What do you got,
the only
Ryan?
thing I want to say about the Green Mile before we skip past it. This was one of those movies that I went in. My mama, my grandmother,
Mhm.
dragged me to go see. I was a horror kid. I knew it was a Stephen King movie, but I knew it wasn't a Stephen King movie. Sorry, my nose is
Right.
getting all
Yeah, you're fine.
bunged up here. I went into this expecting to be bored.
Oh,
This is one of my favorite
no. Mm-hmm.
movie. It's not in my top 10, but it's easily in my top 20. Anytime the Green Mile is on, I will watch it from where it is. Michael Clark Duncan, Tom Hanks, everybody in it is acting their asses off.
Mhm.
And this movie is way better than it has any right to be. This is a cash grab by Stephen King. He released this as a bunch of novellas
Mhm.
to make some bank.
Yep.
And this movie, was directed by, oh shit, I can't remember. He directed
Darabont.
Shawshank. Frank Darabont. He directed Shawshank.
Yes.
He directed The Mist. Like, this is the guy who gets Stephen King.
Mhm.
This is one of the best interpretations of a Stephen King story of all time.
Yes, it is.
And unlike so many Stephen King, I never read the book. So I don't know if the movie ends it differently than the book does, but this movie nails the ending so well.
It does. The you were talking about the novellas that were released. There were 6 of them.
Mhm.
And he released one every 2 weeks. And I remember going to the store and seeing the first one, and I bought it and I read it in a couple hours, not even. And I had to wait another 2 weeks for the next one. And it was one of those, it's like a soap opera. It's like, it leaves you on a cliffhangers every time. And he got my money. And then the movie came out, and I was shocked that everything in the movie was exactly how I had pictured it in my mind.
Yeah.
Every character was the same, the story was the same, and it was brilliant. It's the closest, like you said, the closest adaptation to the book that I have ever seen.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Because usually, let's face it, anybody who's read
Endings are
Stephen
not
King,
his forte.
yeah, and that's a joke in the remake of It.
Yes.
That Stephen King can't write an ending, but I agree with it. I've read a lot of Stephen King, and the dude cannot nail an ending. So I
Yeah.
always wondered that about the Green Mile, because the ending of that
True.
movie is so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the old guy telling the story, and you find out that this little mouse that he takes care of is the mouse from,
It's the same mouse.
and he's just
From 80
wondering,
years ago,
how old am I going to live to?
Yeah. If
It's
he can make a
such a
mouse
great
live
ending.
that long, how much more time do I have? It's very sad ending, really. Because there's this old guy who, and he says, I've had to watch everybody around me die, and he's talking to the woman, in the same retirement home, and he's like, and one day you're gonna die too, and I'll still be here, and it really is a dark ending. But
The bittersweet ending.
yeah, it's not a happy
It's so
ending.
weird, but it's not a he's come to terms with this almost.
Yeah.
Because
It's
it was a
such a
gift.
fuck.
Yeah.
It's such a good movie.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he says. He said he saw it as a gift to give
And
him
Michael
life.
Clark Duncan in that is just
That man was so fucking good.
He was amazing.
R.I.P. man.
Yeah.
R.I.P. He gave us the best. I do love Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin, but as much as I hate that fucking Daredevil movie, Michael Clark Duncan as Kingpin was pretty awesome.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But like everything he's in, Armageddon, like Michael Clark Duncan just
Planet of the Apes.
he steals the scene. He
does.
is such a presence, and he's unbelievable in The Green Mile as John Coffey.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like the drink, only not spelt the same.
Only
Yeah.
not spelled the same.
Oh, such a great movie.
It's
Such
one of
an
a kind.
amazing
The whole
movie.
cast. James Cromwell, Patricia Clarkson, like everybody in
The
that
whole
movie.
cast is amazing.
David Morse, yeah.
David
I
Morse
didn't-
is highly underrated, and
He
I
is
didn't
extremely underrated.
I didn't know the sponge was supposed to be wet. Just fuck.
Oh,
That slimy little fucker that you want.
God damn, that's such a good movie.
ugly cry.
That's on the list. Jen has never seen The Green Mile. That is on our list of movies.
You're doing that like tomorrow. You're gonna make her
We
watch
just-
it.
We just did Shawshank not too long ago.
Did
Yeah,
she love
strap
it?
her down, Clockwork Orange
Yeah.
style, and make her watch
Oh
it.
my!
Yeah, Shawshank, that was filmed about 2 hours from here.
Really?
Mansfield State Prison.
I
love
gotta
that
go.
movie.
I gotta go there.
Dawn of the Dead, technically in this group. Dawn is a shade of orange. Apparently, the art major in high school paid off finally.
Nice.
You're stretching that, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Do we have to talk about Dawn of the Dead?
We don't. Plenty of reds in that movie,
Remake
and
this thing.
and blue.
And blue.
And blue.
Yes.
Ryan, what do you have left on your list, sir?
What you got?
All right. So I'm gonna go with a I'm gonna avoid the obvious. I was gonna bring up Blue Monkey, but we've all seen Blue Monkey. Given that Clint gave us free reign with color as a choice
Mhm.
and thematic, I'm going to bring up another Dario Argento film. I'm going to bring up Suspiria.
Of course,
Mhm.
because why wouldn't you?
The color choices in Suspiria are almost more important than anything else that happens in that movie.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, as far as the acting goes,
Oh,
the movie's a little
Yes.
rough.
you don't like her either.
Oh, you.
There are two things I take away, and I absolutely love Suspiria is like a 4.5 out of 5 for me any day of the week.
Wow.
But the two things I always take away from Suspiria are the musical score by Goblin and the colors of that
Mhm.
movie. The magentas, the purples, the blues, the reds. That movie is an experience, and you don't even need to know what's happening.
Yeah.
You just, even if you had the dialogue turned off and
watch it
just
on
to
mute,
sit there
yeah.
and watch it, to
Mhm.
hear the music and to see the scenes, it's fucking gorgeous. And Argento, in my opinion, has never come anywhere near that in anything else he's ever done.
It's never deep red. No, sorry. No, color wise, you're right.
Deep Red had the creepy little doll running at the dude.
That is a little creepy. Yeah, no, it's Suspiria is a better movie, 100%. But I just like Deep Red for some reason.
Mostly for the Goblin score, but I mean the colors, especially the purples. The purples always stand out for me.
Yeah.
I've never seen a more colorful horror movie in my life.
Yeah. It is a visually interesting movie for sure.
And I mean, so many more modern movies have tried to mimic that. Like you've got what is that movie with Exorcism of Emily Rose?
I love that movie.
There are scenes from that movie that take direct inspiration from Suspiria. When Jennifer's running through the college,
And everybody's all warped and
we see the buildings in the background, and they're all illuminated through these different lights.
Okay.
I'm the only one who picked up on that. Okay, I get it. It's cool.
it's cool, man. It's cool.
It's cool.
Yeah,
it's
no,
cool,
I mean,
it's
I
cool.
love that movie, but I did not pick that up.
Yeah.
Rewatch it with that mindset. You will pick up on it.
I will.
Okay.
Better give me an excuse.
But
What else do you have on
I'm
your
not
list? Anything left?
That was about it. I'm a huge Argento fan, and I feel Suspiria it needed to get a shout out tonight.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Suspiria's a great movie. Nothing else to read off before you go?
No, go Abby.
All right. Well, I guess I was going to pick Black Dahlia. Has anybody seen Black Dahlia?
Oh.
I have.
It's one of my favorite historical murders, as it were, because, you know, being unsolved and everything else. But the movie was okay. I mean, it was a fine movie. I just visually love, God, that's going to sound really weird, but I love that murder, if that makes sense. Like how she was butchered, I suppose.
Yeah.
But Bunt, have you ever seen that?
I don't think so.
Do you know the story of the Black Dahlia?
I do.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good movie. You brought up Josh Hartnett, so that's what made me think of it. He's in that. Not with a bad haircut, I don't think, but
Oh, bullshit.
I feel like,
He's never had a good haircut in his life.
yeah, I mean, it wasn't as bad as his other haircuts. Let's just say that. It's got Scarlett Johansson, Hilary Swank.
Probably had a reverse mohawk in this one.
Yeah, right. Fiona Shaw. Oh, she's in everything.
Just a bald spot right down the middle.
Straight on down. But what I was saying is like some of the others on my list were like Lair of the White Worm. I know Nicole brought that up in a
That's on
one
Paul's
in the
list.
past.
That's a
Insidious,
great
the
movie.
Red Door. I know she saw recently. I was
Red
waiting
Door.
for those.
Oh my God.
I'm just gonna read my list and then I don't need to talk about any of them. But we got The Black Coat's Daughter. If you haven't seen that, I recommend
Seen
that movie. How about Dead Snow 2? Red versus Dead.
It's
Had
on my
that.
list.
Mask of the Red Death.
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah.
Black
That was-
Sunday.
Also on
Nope.
Paul's list. Both of those, actually.
Lair of the White Worm. I said Black Sabbath.
Had that.
Black Sheep, not the Chris Farley one, but the one where the sheep
But
are
the
actually,
other one had
Yes.
that.
That was also on Paul's list.
Yellow Brick Road. What about
Had that.
Green Street Hooligans? Nobody's ever
The fuck
talks
is
about
that?
that movie.
It's because
Green
nobody knows
Street
what that is.
I mean, it's a good movie, but it's not horror. It's oh God, what's his name? Elijah Wood, Charlie Hunnam, Claire Forlani. Wrongfully expelled Harvard undergrad moves to London, where he's introduced to the violent underworld of football hooliganism. Yeah, it's a good movie.
Football hooliganism.
Hooliganism. They're a
Football.
bunch of English like hooligans, and they beat the crap out of each other. Kind of like Fight Club with football.
Football hooliganism.
It says hooliganism right in the IMDb.
I didn't even know that was a word.
Wow.
It's not a word.
It says it right in the IMDb.
It's an IMDb. It's on
It's in-
IMDb. Must be true.
Must be
Infect-
true.
It's
All right, how about
infectorated.
Color Out of Space?
It's squelchingly moist.
Infectorated, squelchingly moist.
They're
We have
just saying
Color Out
things
of
to piss me
Space.
off.
We have The Black Phone.
I saved these for
Oh,
you.
I didn't even think of the black phone.
I
Yeah.
said The Insidious, The Red Door, The Black Demon,
Oh,
which is
Jesus.
a terrible shark movie. Red
Oh.
Riding Hood, Black Water, Black Friday, The Angry Black Girl and Her Monster. Clint, I think you saw that.
Oh, yeah. What do you
Creature from
think
Black
of that?
Lake. Fade to
No.
Black. Black Roses. It stains
Oh,
the sands
fuck,
red.
Black
And Blue
Roses.
Monkey. Yeah, Black Roses is great.
Man, you
That's
had
all
a
I got.
lot of parallels to Paul's list.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
They probably stole from the same fucking Google page.
I did a lot of research. I didn't just go one Google page, man.
Oh,
did
there you
like
go.
3.
Yeah,
I know.
I went at least 3 pages. Yeah.
Yes.
That's good.
What you got, Olin?
I like that.
I was gonna do Rose Red, but I decided to go Disney with James and the Giant Peach.
Ooh, I love that movie.
Wow.
Peach.
Rose Red is actually pretty good.
I completely forgot about Rose Red.
I own
Yeah.
that.
That's okay.
Me too.
Rose Red's kind of forgettable.
It is, but I still like it.
It's a good movie.
Ryan,
I
I own like the 3-disc DVD edition. Okay, I did my part, but it's
I
not.
did my part.
you own everything.
I
yeah.
didn't say it was a fantastic movie. I said it was a good movie.
Rose Red was fantastic.
Yeah.
James
Rose
and the Giant
Red.
Peach. Oh God.
It's good.
Yes.
I do
'Cause
love.
who wouldn't
James.
want to ride in a giant peach pit with bugs? So.
Yeah.
I never saw
Yeah.
it.
Angry
No.
Bull.
It's good.
Yeah. Well,
Is it on my watch list, Olin?
It is on your watch
It
list.
is on my watch.
There's
Do
2
you like
versions
the
of it. There's
watch
the live
list?
action and there's the cartoon. But
Yeah, it's roll
I think the
dolls.
live
so
action
you
they
know it's
did a
going to
great
be
job
fucked
with.
up.
Yeah.
yeah.
If you like Nightmare Before Christmas or Coraline, like that, and actually I think it was the same director who did Nightmare and Coraline.
I've never seen either one of those either.
You've
Never
never
saw
seen
Nightmare
Nightmare Before
Before
Christmas?
Wow.
Really?
It's got what's his name from frickin' Fright Night in it.
Chris
Chris Sarandon.
Sarandon.
Chris
Yeah,
Sarandon
Sarandon.
plays the
I've
voice
never
of Jack Skellington.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
And Catherine.
All right.
Catherine
Olin
O'Hara.
looks like ashamed. Look at it.
I know I can't look at him in the eye.
Yeah.
And I've never
actually
seen
in the
Coraline,
movie like
no.
He's
14
like, we have so much work to do. You know.
I know. It's terrible.
Oh my god, you
I'm
owe
gonna
it to
lose
yourself to
my
watch
movie card.
This
I
is
am
how I
definitely
feel
revoking your
every
movie card.
hangout.
And I yell at Clint for all the shit he hasn't seen, and I'm like,
The Nightmare Before Christmas, Nicole.
yeah. I told you I watched Disney when I was very little, and when my son was little, we watched Disney then, and that was the Toy Story Monsters Incorporated generation.
That's fair.
Beyond that,
You
I
missed it.
don't know.
It was in
I
that.
missed-
It was in that realm where you missed it. I get it.
exactly. I missed a
But look,
lot.
a bunch of edgy, hot topic teens can't be wrong. That movie fucking slaps.
No, see, that's another thing. It's the hype. There's so much hype behind it, and I'm like, it can't be that great.
It isn't.
So I never
It
watched
isn't. But go in just expecting a very fun, Halloweeny
And they call him Santa
Claus. Danny Elfman did the musical voice for Jack Skellington.
Oh, okay.
He was supposed to do the talking voice too, but it turns out Danny Elfman, famous singer and songwriter, can't act.
Boingo, boingo. Yeah.
What?
Boingo boingo. So they got Chris Sarandon because Chris Sarandon could mimic Danny Elfman's voice so
Chris
perfectly.
Sarandon can do anything.
Wow.
And what's her face?
Catherine O'Hara.
Catherine O'Hara does Sally.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
She's so good in.
Oh my god.
And the
Paul
angry
Rubens.
grandpa. Yeah, as one of the kids.
Lock, Stock, and
He's
Barrel?
one of them, yeah.
yeah.
What, 2 smoking barrels?
Lock,
the-
Stock, and 3 smoking barrels.
The angry grandpa from Christmas Vacation plays the mad scientist. He does it so
Oh
well.
my god, I
Oh
love it.
wow.
Dr. Finkelstein to the front of the line.
The fuck.
Fucking.
But
They
yeah,
were
definitely.
putting that in the theaters like every year. They re-released it in the theaters, and every year I went back and saw it. I love that
Wow.
movie.
Awesome.
I'm
Mhm.
assuming
This all
that's
came from
another one
James
of
and the
my
Giant Peach
Right.
Yeah. How did we get here? You know.
because again, same director.
Oh, I
But
got you.
absolutely.
Probably admit my shame.
James and the Giant Peach gets forgotten about. I don't know why it got forgotten about. It was a famous
it's
novel.
Such a great movie,
Yeah.
though.
Book was better. No.
Shut the front door. You know what? I've read the book and I've watched the movie, Clint. The movie is better.
I'm fucking with you.
It's just all of the adults. Roald Dahl, like, obviously have a twisted childhood, and
Yes.
the adults are so awful.
Yeah, they're very cringy.
Awful. What was her name from Ab Fab? Played one of the ants.
Oh, Jennifer Saunders.
The
Or,
other one,
yeah,
Patty, but I can't think of Patsy. What's her name?
I can't think of her name.
London? No, something. I don't know. She was fantastic in it, though.
My favorite part about James and the Giant Peach was that they actually utilized the fact they were in a giant peach.
Mhm.
Like they lived in that peach.
Yeah.
And it was so cool.
All I wanted
Like-
to do was live in a peach.
But everything about it was like it did such a good job of utilizing this peach as a home they lived in, but also as a method of transportation for them to get across the ocean.
And food.
Yeah, they ate the peach.
Yeah. Yeah. Where
Oh
did
my
they
God.
go
You
to
son
the
of a bitch!
bathroom?
You ate the peach. It is a good movie.
I saw it in theaters a couple of times.
Awesome.
Anybody who has not seen James and the Giant Peach needs to definitely give that a watch.
Get their life back on track and see it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
Nicole.
I
Fucking
know.
Steven Spielberg does like
I
the
know.
BFG and all these other like childhood classics. No, just don't deal with that shit. Just go watch James and the Giant Peach.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Hey.
Well, I guess I'll throw out a handful that I have left.
If we do want to do a quick, because Abby dropped her handful. If we do want to do a quick, like this is also what I had, I do have several more on my list.
That's what I was
Oh.
asking you. If you just have a bunch, read them out.
Oh, you're like, I'll save it for when nobody's asking me. I got you. That's fine. Yeah, we'll come back to you. I got some stuff on here that's not really horror, but I'm going to say them anyway. Red Dawn. The Gray.
Liam Neeson.
Sorry.
I wasn't a fan of that
Back up to Red Dawn.
Red Dawn.
Original or remake?
Original.
Original.
I didn't hate the remake.
I didn't see the remake.
I didn't hate it either.
I enjoyed the remake
But,
too. I did.
Specifically talking about the original.
But yeah, the original, you can't top the original.
Yeah, that's right. Sin City, we talked about it earlier, but I didn't really bring it up during our discussion.
I love that movie.
I just like the contrast in that. You know, it's mostly black and white, but then they would accentuate certain things with bright, vibrant colors. In the
The
middle of
yellow
it.
bastard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The reds too, though. The reds stood out in that.
Yeah. The Village. The hoods.
Yes.
Seem to be
Yes,
quite
the safe
prominent
color.
throughout that. You know, every time Shyamalan with more of his red colors whenever something shows up.
Danger,
You know what I mean?
danger.
Yeah.
Whether it's a ghost or in that case, people wearing like really messed up, you know, like animal costumes. I'm gonna say the Saw movies, and not any one in particular. Every time they do like an old warehouse scene with one of the traps, they seem to incorporate the color green.
They do. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because they wanted to look grimier and dingier, so
Mhm.
they end up giving it like a green filter.
Mhm.
I found that really interesting, so I had to include it. The movie From Beyond, if you remember that one, every time they use the resonator, everything is washed in pink.
Pink or magenta? I felt it was more magenta.
Whatever.
But no, magenta makes more sense because magenta isn't.
Neither. It's fuchsia.
It's
Yeah,
fuchsia.
Golan. He's the color expert.
But
Was
magenta
it
isn't a
magenta
real.
or fuchsia?
Magenta isn't a real color.
It's not.
No, it's a color that's been fabricated
It's a
and
dog
made
on Blue's
to be
Clues.
under. It's a dog in Blue's Clues, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my.
But it's a color that the human eyes cannot comprehend.
How
It's
did
a
I not know
color.
that?
It's a color that us as humans see, but we interpret as two separate colors fused into one because we cannot see the actual color magenta.
Are you making that up?
No, I'm not. Look it up. Seriously, look it up.
I believe you.
It's a Canadian thing.
It's
So
fucking
it only happens in Canada.
Yeah.
Americans can totally see.
You know,
Yeah.
screw you guys. I try to bring a little bit of education to these things.
No,
and
actually,
you
it's
all fucking
fascinating
shit
to
on
me. I will be looking that
Yeah.
up. Because
Magenta is not a real color.
After all the Buckleys and beer, he could see all the colors.
Yeah, he's seeing more than that.
Oh
He's
my
seeing
God.
magenta
Olin-
elephants floating through the room.
Olin, help me out here. Tell me you know about magenta and how it's not a real color.
No, I don't know that, but I do
God
know blue
damn
eyes aren't actually blue. That's like people with blue eyes don't actually have a pigmentation. It's just a reflection of bright light. So,
really?
yeah.
I figure I should know that. My dad was an eye doctor. I feel like there was something there I should know, but nope.
What is she doing?
Well, I guess I'll just die on this hill.
Nice. Well, I mean, I
Are you
feel
digging
as
a
if I've
hole?
learned something.
Oh yeah.
No, magenta isn't a real color.
There's
Oh.
an erotic dancer named Magenta. I've seen it.
What are you doing?
Uh-huh.
That's great. I'm happy for you.
But it's not a real color.
Yeah, but he could see it. All right. So last one on my list, Mandy, the Nicolas Cage movie.
I don't
Hate
think I
that
ever
movie.
saw
I know it's awful, but there was very good usage of color in that. You know, when he's, covered in blood and washed in a red light. I mean, it's just there was just some really artfully done shots in that movie, and that's what I liked about it, not the subject matter.
And officially, magenta doesn't exist.
What?
Fucking A. I was just going to say,
The
because color out of space. What is the color they use in color out of space? It's magenta because it doesn't exist.
Wow.
I never knew that, and it's right here from the BBC. Magenta, the color that doesn't exist, and they spell it wrong because it's the BBC.
Oh, are you kidding me? They'll say that's the correct way, and we Americans fuck it up.
I
Justified.
know. Can't believe magenta doesn't exist.
It doesn't.
I
Your
know.
life-
I'm
Your life
reading
was
it, but
a
I don't.
lie.
My whole life is a lie. Wow.
That's
There is-
why in
has
the
no
color out of
wavelength.
space, predominantly the main color is magenta.
Magenta.
Because our eyes do see magenta, but our brain automatically is like, okay, well, it's a combination of purple and blue. Because our eyes cannot comprehend what magenta actually is.
We see magenta when our brains pick up a signal from pure red and pure blue light.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
red and blue.
I have
Sorry,
never
red and
heard
blue.
this before in my life, and I'm just. That's it. My whole life has changed.
Wow.
Now I'm going back to the old school 3D glasses.
Turns out Canadian boy Ryan ain't.
Hey, that Canadian boy Ryan. he's
Yeah,
pretty
this
smart.
is the kind of shit that's going to keep me up tonight. You know that.
7 or
Yeah.
8 beers in.
Yeah.
I'm still
I
Yeah.
making
literally
sense.
have 14
So-
articles open already about why magenta
Science,
is not a
bitch.
color.
So in reality, the original 3D glasses are magenta colored glasses.
Magenta.
Like you see red out of one and blue out of the other, so it automatically
Right.
makes
So when you
magenta.
see it together and it does the whole.
Which is why it works, because your brain can't differentiate. There is no combination of the two.
Magenta exists in the US only.
You're just making my childhood way more complicated than it needed to be.
I can't believe that.
Wow, just like Clint with the gasoline on fire thing, just ruined it.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh, what did I miss about the gasoline on fire?
You cannot-
Apparently, when you make a trail of gasoline,
you
it
cannot
doesn't
Oh
make
yeah,
light on
actually the
fire.
gasoline
on the
is
ground.
not flammable. It's the gas from the
The
fumes that are.
vapors. Yeah, the
Yeah.
vapors.
Yeah.
ruined my childhood.
Yeah.
Every
Wait, what?
fucking action movie I ever saw,
Yeah, totally.
they did
wrong.
that, and now he's telling me it's impossible, and I'm like, God damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Pour a
it's
puddle of
fumes.
gas. Yeah. Pour a puddle of gasoline on the ground and throw a match in it. It will not catch fire.
It will not catch on fire.
Um,
But if
Yes,
you
it
hover
will.
it over, if you hover it over it, it'll catch from the fumes.
yeah, Wait, what are we arguing about here?
So
I don't know.
every fucking movie where some action hero acts like a Zippo
Throws
lighter
a
is
cigarette
disposable.
into a puddle of
Well, that
gas.
still makes sense because the fumes.
No.
They actually did it on Mythbusters, like it doesn't blow up.
Yeah.
They actually puts the liquid puts the fire out as opposed to igniting it. Is magenta a feminine?
As
Destroyed me.
look, I'm gonna say, as a Canadian who started my fair share of Muskoka bonfires, I will tell you, gasoline makes a great fucking fire.
Well, sure it does. You just can't light a puddle that's on the ground.
Well,
You
no,
can light
don't
it
do
on
that.
wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's plenty of air around it. Lots of vapors.
Wait, what are we arguing about? Are you
I
trying to
don't-
light a puddle of gas on fire?
No, I was
Yes.
saying how Clint just ruined my childhood when he told me
Yeah.
that.
Because you can't just light a puddle of gas.
Because every
No,
action
that's
movie I've ever
stupid.
seen,
Who would do that?
they do it in every action movie. They
Every
pour gasoline around
Fucking
something and then make
movie
a
you've
trail
ever seen.
and light the trail.
Here's one
Yeah.
for you. The Goonies. They had gas all over the ground and he shot it and it caught fire. Bullshit.
Turns out
Yeah.
anvils do not fall off of cliffs.
Not ruining the now you're ruining the Goonies. God damn. My childhood has been a lie.
What is
I'm
happening
just stuck
right
on
now?
magenta.
Magenta is not a color. Deal with
It's
it.
not. I mean, I'm reading it right here, and my head's just
And gasoline doesn't ignite with a Zippo lighter. Motherfucker.
Wide open spaces.
Awesome.
Right.
Yeah. Anything else to throw out there?
Nicole, you got your list to run through, or do you want me to go through mine?
I have nothing left.
You have nothing left. Okay.
Nothing left.
I will go through my list very quickly. What I had left. Somebody did mention Blue Monkey, correct?
yes.
You
Mhm.
did.
Okay. So I have Red Water, the shark made for TV movie starring Lou Diamond Phillips.
Wow.
I have Green Slime, the 1960s movie about an electric one-eyed tentacle monster
Paul
that has the most banging theme
Paul
song.
had that on his list. I
Really?
should probably read Paul's list.
Look up Green Slime. Don't watch the movie. Just listen to that theme song. It fucking slaps.
Give us this kid
I love him.
one-eyed tentacle monster.
These
Paint sticks flying. I can't. This is-
One-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people.
are... Everybody else has mentioned every other movie that's on my list, with the exception of the Disney quote unquote animated classic. Abby said it, the Black Cauldron.
Wow.
That movie was terrifying.
Young
I haven't
Ryan was
seen it since-
terrified. Adult Ryan was born.
I
out of
haven't
his
seen it
fucking
as
mind.
an adult, but I should.
Yeah, you don't need to.
I don't need
Just
to.
watch the trailer. It's
That's
There you go.
that's the best part of it.
Were there other
Yeah.
ones on Paul's list that we did not mention?
Oh my. Yeah. Hold on a second.
I got a few before I get to that.
Okay, go for it.
Nolan, what you got?
Pretty in Pink, A Thin Red Line, another Disney one's Old Yeller. I mean, it's
Hmm?
yellow,
gotcha.
but
Gotcha.
close enough.
Yellow.
And well, I lost my other one. Oh, Moulin Rouge.
Oh, good
Oh.
one.
Oh my god.
I thought you were gonna
My
say
favorite fucking movie of
Ryan's
all
just-
time.
That is my number one favorite movie of all time.
Mhm.
for a second.
Yeah,
I
as
thought
soon
you
as
were
you
gonna
said it,
say
I'm like, ah,
where the red fern grows.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
something about
good.
what's the
Fucking
crystal
rabbits.
plumage one?
Yeah.
Crystal color.
Okay.
The plumage.
Oh, let's see.
Moulin
What-
Rouge. Sorry,
what-
can we just very quickly? I apologize. Has anybody
Okay.
else seen Moulin Rouge?
Am I the only one?
I guess.
I guess they're not musical people, huh?
Shame on all of y'all's. Literally my favorite movie of all time.
It's true. It literally is his favorite movie of all time.
Ewan McGregor is
Ewan.
Oh my god! Like
What's the
what?
Ew.
Seriously,
It's
guys,
doing.
none of y'all have seen Moulin Rouge.
Mm-mm.
Nicole Kidman,
Kylie Minogue
John
is the Green Fairy. John
Leguizamo.
Leguizamo.
great movie.
I do like John Leguizamo.
Feel good movie about a hooker that gets
He was even okay in The Happening.
PD. I
Feel
mean,
good
let's
movie
not
about a
get
hooker
crazy.
that
you
falls in
go
love with a
there.
broke writer.
And gets tuberculosis or something.
She does, and she dies, and it's tragic.
And it's tragic, damn it.
Okay, so y'all need to watch Moulin Rouge.
Okay.
Just make Ryan
I'm
happy.
silently judging all of you right now.
Like Magnolia Tom. Gotcha.
Like Magnolia Tom.
All right.
It's
Get
a
on
beautiful
that.
movie.
It's
And honestly,
if-
color-wise, it's another
oh
one
my
where
God.
all of the scenery, like the reds and the
Well, you look at Baz Luhrmann's films like El Mariachi, Romeo and Juliet, Australia.
Baz Luhrmann.
did he do this the Fifth Element? No.
No, that was the other French director who turned out to be a little creepy.
Oh.
Can't remember.
What?
He was the same guy.
A French
He was the same
director,
guy that
creepy.
did.
Get out.
Yeah, he was the same guy that did. Leon, the Professional.
That was what yes, that's what I
That
said.
was the creepy dude.
Oh,
Baz
yeah,
Luhrmann did
yeah.
the new Elvis movie.
That makes sense.
Yes, and it was so good.
Great Gatsby he did.
Yep.
I never saw Australia, but I heard it was good.
Anyway, watch Moulin Rouge because it's fucking amazing.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch Moulin Rouge when I go to bed tonight.
I think you should. You do love that movie.
Oh fuck, I do. I'm so happy. Just we ended on me thinking about Moulin Rouge. Okay.
There you go. Fantastic. Wow.
Sorry,
Awesome.
someone mentioned Moulin Rouge and I went all stupid.
Mhm.
Can't believe you forgot it.
Joe's
Bye,
leaving. Bye,
Joe.
Joe.
Night,
Good
Joe.
evening.
Hi, Joe.
Thanks for
Bye,
joining
Joe.
us.
See you Saturday, Friday,
Yep.
Saturday, whenever I see you.
Yeah. All right.
See you when I
Well.
see you. It's just
I guess that wraps it up. We covered red, orange, yellow,
Like-
green, blue, and purple, all the colors of the rainbow.
uh,
You know that song? All right. I have a child, so of course I know that song. Hopefully we will resume in 2 weeks and have another subject. We'll not be here next week because I'm out of town, but I'll be excited to have you all back here again. So be colorful, be horrified, and have a good night.
and scream until you like it.
That's right.
Bye.